Hello, hello, and welcome. Sorry for delay. Now we're starting our evening stream with a Silver World Cup game where, actually, I messed up teams again. Where Amogus playing against Holiday Highlands. So we'll just do this, and I think it will be all good after that. So, what we have here, we have a primordial. I'm surprised that it's not Holiday Highlands, but I believe some maps was banned. I'm not sure which exactly. Yeah, I believe both of them from CPL. I mean CPL. Yes, they are both from CPL, as I know. So on a primordial, it's a semi semi-naval map. It's like Seven Seas, but with a bigger amount of seas. So we have more water here, and that is why all naval thieves are quite banned. So we can see that Basil, super, extremely good early game naval thief, banned. Norway gone. Mali here just for the gold, banned for its incredible ability to generate infinite amount of gold. Basically the same reason for the Spain because it surely can make a lot of gold, but like Mali, it's Philip can create extremely good fleet. By the way, with a Caravel corpse and Japan here for a good reason. It's a strong naval map. It's good simmer. So Japan gone, and of course Coupe is extremely well simmered thief with his extra pops at the very beginning of the game, and he doesn't really need a lot of builders to prosper, to have a good stats, to have good yields, because of his save ability. So he's gone. So the first pick was Joa. That's Portugal. Now, of course, a strong unit, but most the biggest reason here is, I believe, um, the gold. You still need gold to upgrade your caravels, and with a good positioning of Joa, you can win. It's like same with the Mali, but I think Joa is a Mali of a seas. That is what I can describe him, and maybe it's even better in some sort of ways. Uh, Guitarja here, strong timing push with Jonkers, and that's basically it. Of course, she can sim somehow. She can do some other stuffs like having a really good tall cities, but in most cases, it's all about timing push. Vicky, unlike Guitarja, is way stronger thief. It's one of the strongest late game thief with one of the strongest late game bonuses and a really good early game bonuses. And of course, extra trade routes. Sometimes you can have it, sometimes you can not. But still, I really like Victoria. It's, in my opinion, the best naval thief. It's the best naval thief. Well, maybe Spain can do slightly better because of corpse, but in general, I think Wiki is better. Well, maybe it's my personal opinion, yes. And Australia was picked. I don't really like Australia, but sometimes it can do a trick. But I don't really remember that many games when Australia could carry the game. So, in a general, first picks is Joa that can carry team, and Vicky that will carry it in late game. But for the timing push, I think Guitarja is better. So not sure, but I think Uran and Xops from Amogus team, right? Yeah, we have someone disconnected. So I think that they're from Amogus team. So Amogus team has, in my opinion, a weaker pick. And I have a slight technical issues. So maybe we'll use a text instead of visual mod that we used to use that we used to use. I can't see your chat because my phone is. Hmm. I forgot my password. I will turn it on. It was a bit busy and it was out of charge. So now it's good to go. And what we're gonna do is I open chat and maybe you were typing something. Oh, they picked Dutch. By the way, Wilhelmina get its new life on a primordial because of the 7th province, and I have to admit that Polder now looks slightly better than it used to be. I don't know, had they changed something to it, or maybe it was the same for a pretty long time. But in my mind, Polder is just useless style, but now it's better. I've seen really cool polders here, but the biggest reason for Wilhelmina is the seven provinces, provincen, the seven provincen. Wow. And yeah, she can have a campus, but in most cases it's only one campus with extra bonus, and somehow she doesn't have that much rivers. That's surprised me. Maybe they can change it in a. Maybe they can change it with a better balanced start mode. Who knows? But for now, it's not the river. The rivers is not on her side, and this is one of the biggest bonus that she has. Action to the dump district. Yeah, dump district and a flood barrier plus 50%. Wow, such a great bonus. Hmm. Yeah, unfortunately, Netherlands is not that strong as it could be, I guess. Yeah, of course, that Radio Orange is super cool ability, but only if you can trade with your uh, allies. What the hell is going on? I completely missed the picks. So as I have seen, it was Maya after Wilhelmina, and that's it. They've placed typing that they're picking China. China Queen Shi Huang. Oh, is it some sort of cultural victory for them? I haven't seen this guy for a while, and there was no major updates, as I know. There will be a big one after the tournament, so maybe we should take a closer look on it. I think they are planning to add better balanced city center, which gives I don't know I don't know how to describe it. So it gives extra bonuses for those who already has some good resources, so they have even better starts, and they give no and this mod gives no bonuses if you have nothing but 2-1 base. So like meh, that's really weird mod. Yeah, of course, like you can have a second city, but if you are putting your city on an elephant and you put your city on a 2-1 tile, it's like a massive difference. And it gives those guys with a better base even more yields. So I don't think it's a good one. Maybe if it balanced somehow with a non resources yield, so you can have at least something. But I believe it's not. Maybe it's only for capital, but still. Okay, you wasn't unlucky, and I haven't used it yet. But I've seen the bonuses, and yeah, that's pretty cool. It's like just one maize, one corn tile, well, one extra food or one extra production, and in the most cases. But this is crucial because it will help, especially for a ROM, for example, to get with extra food. ROM will get how it's called early empire civic earlier with the boost. Usually ROM don't have that one. So Okay, let's check once again every single thing, and we'll discuss the team setups after the game start. And I will tell you what am I thinking about it. HK got yeah, he got a bad pink, I guess. Okay, so while we're waiting, we might start to discuss the starts right now. So I'm really surprised about Queen Shi Huang. Queen Shi Huang. That's unusual pick. I don't know. Maybe on this map it's some sort of super cool game. It has some super cool gameplay, but I don't think so. Meier, from another hand, can generate extremely amount of science early in the game and might be a good might perform a good timing push from for by water or by land, and of course Rome is Optimus Princips. It can do anything. Those extra 30 production that you get with every single city is just amazing.
From the first stirrings of life
So,
beneath
what do
water,
we have here? Team 1,
the
they
great
haven't
beasts of the
typed the
Stone
names,
Age,
but
to man taking
okay, Team 2. Philip is playing as Vicky, Dave plays playing as Guitarja, Mr. Toast playing as Wilhelmina, and Lenny Lenichan. I still can't pronounce this. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Lenny. Lenil. Lenil, I guess. Maybe it's Lenil Inchan. I don't know, but he's playing as China Queen Shi Huang. Kaki is playing as the Lady Six Sky, the Maya girl. Xops or Zops or Chos playing as Rome. I don't know how to read it. Yuran playing as John Cotton, Australia, and Little 2 playing as Joa, Portugal, which just lost to Morocco. I haven't watched the game, but we have. Oh my God, we had Brazilians who lost to Croatia yesterday, and I was like, what the hell? It's impossible. And today we have, or when the game was, I believe it was today, we have Morocco beat the Portugal out. So maybe it's not the best day for Portugal. So they should think about it. And by the way, I think that this team is slightly stronger. They have a good cultural victory option as a with the China, strong navy, and even late game culture defense, maybe science or nukes with a wiki because she's extremely good at that. And here we have a strong early mid game Lady Six Sky. I don't like her in the late game. I haven't seen her carrying the late game. She would definitely not die. It's really extremely strong safe in the defense, but I don't think can she even attack in the late game. Don't know, not sure. Trajan of course can do everything, so this is the carry here. And Joa, sure. I don't really like Australia. I haven't seen him doing that much of a damage or making a good stats. It's a really stat dependable sieve. If you don't have any horses or if you don't have any pushers, probably your tempo will be way worse. So let's see. It's 2-1 base with some stone and a few cattle tiles. Not that good, but it's not that bad. It's what? It's a 3-2 tile. It's like a horse for Australia, even better. Yeah, horse is 3-3, but still it's good. It's better than nothing, and a lot of stones with some woods, so maybe he can chop it. Yeah, we had a sorry. First of all, J48PS, thanks for following. Hi, I wanted to offer promotions of your channel, viewers, followers. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a commercial. Why it's not banned? Czop. Oh, thanks a lot, Demonar. Thanks a lot, Dimonar. It's Sizop. Sizosp. Sizop? You sure it's Sizop, not Sizosp? Well, okay, Sizop. Sizop. Thanks a lot. So anyways, he can either chop everything or take a pantheon for the stones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of cool. And the 1, 2, 3, 4 stones in the first and the second drink. It's awesome. It's awesome. What about good campus? Maybe here it's +3, but that's it. Not much reef tiles. He have to chop this jungle to put a campus here, so it's probably not gonna happen early in the game, and that's it. Okay, completely forgot about the position here. So, oh, 1, 2, 3, it's a triangle, and the Portugal somewhere here that he can definitely reach Rome, right? Wrong. He can't. Well, actually, he can if Rome just settle a city somewhere here next to Mogadishu, and probably it's a good idea because he can capture it with the boats, and Volin can be destroyed by Portugal. It doesn't really matter that it's only one tile city. It's still a city. It's extra campus. Well, I mean, it's extra monument, some turtles here, even a wheel. So 2 luxury resources. It's cool. It's cool one. And Portugal doesn't have much space, by the way. Is it the remap, or for this map we have a different condition because it's only 2 cities, obviously, in his 5 tiles. So if you're aware of outer remap condition for this map, you can just share with us your knowledge, because I'm completely not sure about any remap condition, because sometimes it's 3 cities, sometimes it's 2 cities, sometimes there is no condition at all, and I don't know which rule CVC uses. Okay, the other team. So Dave from Dave Play, it's Holiday and Highlands, right? I think it's this one is Holiday and Highlands, and this one is Amogus, and I forgot to turn off the duck, and you are not saying me anything. Sorry about that, but we will have remap. Let's hope for it. London here. Ooh, it's a really good positioning. It's even better than Portugal team has. Wow. Wow. Right, they can trade with the Netherlands. Not the best, actually. The positioning itself good, but the land for Netherlands not in the best condition. We might see a remap here from the both team. Definitely not a Chinese map, no. Well, actually there is stone, but he can't put a Stonehenge in his first city. I don't know why he picked China, but I used to check the stone for China, so no stone, no camp for Artemis, no place for Stonehenge in his capital, no river to put what's called, put hanging gardens. There is nothing for early game for China, so I believe they will remap. So the really bad start for China, really bad start for Netherlands, but actually it's not that bad. He does have a second river, by the way. So it's not a single campus bonus, and this campus is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 6, maybe plus even +7. Okay, that's good. Maybe even +7. But that's it. Like 1, 2, 3 cities, and that's it. Then it's not. It's even not on a coastline. Ooh. Yeah, he'll have to sail, but he can put a city here with nothing, with the 0 tiles, with a campus and another campus. By the way, like this campus is kind of cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or even those one to the north. Yeah, I believe it's a remap for Holiday and Highlands, for sure. Okay, I wanna check. I think it's Holiday and Highlands. I haven't seen them for a while, and maybe they have a different players. Where is Holiday and Highlands? How can I check the teams? Players chat. Forgot to share the link for my stream, so I should probably share it right now. Thank you for following, Claire Loon. Loon. I guess it's Claire Loon. Yaran team is Among Us. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Oh, no remap for both of the teams. Okay, I was so sure about the remap. So I was correct about the team names, and this time I just swapped them right away, and we have a correct teams in that overlay. Should just move them slightly. I guess that's enough. Yeah, let's back to the game. Wow. No remat. Actually, okay, the biggest. Ah, yes, I have the fish. Ooh, this one is a strong. This one's strong start. So it's 2-3, and the fish. Wow. You have to hurry because this horse might die. There is a three active volcanoes. Okay, let's check the others start. So we've seen China. It's 2-1 base with the fish once again. Maybe he's planning to build naval wonders. No one will build them that early, so he can easily get Colossus with an extra trade route, which is nice, and a great lighthouse, which gives him a bonus of England with a +1 movement for boats. That's cool one. I don't know, maybe other naval wonders, the Portugal one, I don't actually remember. Oh no, he can't. It's only for ancient era. My bad. Always forgot that he can do it only with a classical, and I believe it's ancient. So not that bad start in a general, but maybe not the best start for China. He's heading toward this Coco. I believe he's settled somewhere here on the coastline, so he would have two tiles to work on. Maybe he can settle to the south. Yeah, he already sees this territory. It's a lot of yellow hills, and with a good amount of fish, it will be amazing territory. But I don't see that needed amount. Only crabs, and crabs are not that good, as you know. But still, 4 or 5 good cities he can build, and a lot of cocoa gives him extra early gold. And of course, they are ready to trade with an Amsterdam. I believe the city will be placed somewhere here, right? Wrong. To the left. Okay. Okay, two tile here, two tile here, and that basically it. But he can grow to the 3 pops without any extra housing, and there is no fish, so it's level 2 city for eternity. But it's a free sim for him, so it's nice. And the fast trade road gives extra culture for both of them, so it's really cool for naval civs. What about Gitarja? 1, 2, 3, 4 fishes in the first 2 cities, and the third city actually. It's not a third city. I believe third city might go to the north, close to the turtles. I believe this one is a third city with 1, 2 turtles, amazing campus, and a 2, 3 wine. Yeah, that would be a great start. Will he go there? Come on, Dave, from Dave Place. You can do it. Just head north. I believe in you. A lot of seconds. No, he's okay. He's going west. This one is cool too. It's a 2-2 base city because of a deer, but he lost us 2 jobs. Unfortunately, yeah. Nice. By the way, nice harbor here, and it's what 1, 2, 3, 4, turn 5 city, and to the north is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn 6 city. Oh my god, misplayed it. I believe he is not aware that there is a awesome city spot to the north of him, and we'll see the city there a bit later. The fourth one member of Holiday Highlands of a Hoch team is a Philip 329. It's a 2-2 base for both of his cities with a lot of good tiles, right? Actually, gypsum amazing tile. Oh, he lost foot there. The 2-2-2-2-2. He can't work on a gypsum yet, but he will be. And the third city heading heading northeast. It probably will be placed here, close to the water, the fresh water. There is not much of everything there. Oh, or maybe it will be a gypsum city. Ooh, is he aware of it? No, he's not. So just northern one. That basically it. Actually, he can put a 5 coastal cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a reasonable time. Usually, as a naval chief, you can put only 3, and then you just can't produce another one from your capital. So you need Magnus and Channels to get cities from your second and third, to get settlers from your second and third city. Blah blah blah. You all know about that. You're completely aware of the problems that naval chiefs has. Yeah, of course you can buy a trader and make a road, so your fourth settler can reach one of your cities faster, then you can settle, blah blah blah. Whatever. Let's take a look at Portugal. I'm really curious how he'll settle his cities. So Guarda here with a triple turtle. Oh my, oh my. A lot of extra science, so it's really early. He'll get tax needed very early in the game. But now he's going for animal husbandry. He's not rushing for some reason. And by the way, when you are on this type of island, you won't get any huts. You should keep that in mind. If you are on a island, you might lose. Oh, actually, the camera is not working, so maybe I should not make that amount of jests. Or I can just turn it on. Where is this? Nope. Yeah, it's here. So you should keep in mind, yeah, I was doing this, you should keep in mind that you won't have enough huts and you need somehow to get extra points. You can of course rely on your teammates so they can find wonder, but you can see he has 8 points and there is no chance for him to get any more. Maybe of course he can find some wonders close to the shore, but no. So it's probably, but most likely will be a normal age for Portugal. But he can have a +4 harbor, but he needs to rush it and he is delaying it with the mining. What are you doing? What are you doing, Step Portugal? Come on. You need that +3 points. So it's 8 points, he can have 9, right? You can have 9 with the Pantheon, and with this one it's 3 more, so it's 12. But he need 7 more points, even with the harbor. Okay, 12, 13, because he'll get ancient air attack. And he probably will go for yeah, he's probably going for writing, so it's not a harbor, it's writing is +2 here. And that's it. He can have +3 campus. It's a super normal age. Super normal age enjoyer for Joa. I don't think we can even take it. Well, we can hope for wonders. We've seen Australia. Oh yeah, we haven't seen Rome. I forgot about Rome completely. And Meier. So Meier has a lot of plantations here. And really good observatory is +4 right away. Yes. Oh, and he has a boost. I think it's the best what you can get as a Maya. You are next to the luxury with a wheat tile and 2 plantations. So, boom, amazing start. He's working. Check this out with the goddess of the festival. He does have extra culture really early in the game. Oh no, it's another one good. And the wonder, Great Barrier Reef. Unfortunately, astronomies are not buffed by reefs. And Great Barrier Reef, finally, after the 4 years of game, I believe it was about 4 years, Great Barrier Reef finally works as a reef. Cheers for that update. Thanks Firaxis a lot. I know you can do it. It will take you forever, but you will do it. And the same thing we have with the extra leaders. Everyone was expecting that we'll have an extra leaders after the new frontier pass, but boom, just after a year and a half, we got this amazing new how's it called leader pass now. So let's check Rome. It's actually a coastal city with a river. Some bananas. I'm surprised that he's not boosting bananas with this rice and getting this bonus here and maybe improve Amber. By the way, with an Amber in his capital, he should have extremely good tempo. And by now, he should have, yes, turn 21. He should have another empire if he just rushed it. Yeah, it's already a state workforce because I just remind you that Rome in a BBG mod don't get its monument right away. So if you have extra culture early in the game, you'll get your monument 2 turns earlier, I believe. Yes, 2 turns earlier. So it gives you a bit of extra tempo, but I get a bit of extra tempo here and there, and boom, you are in a feudalism by 1038 or even earlier. That is what Rome does. That is what Romans do. Yeah, they make culture, and even more culture with this coffee. The only problem here that they can't build more than 5 cities, but on the naval map does it really matters because eventually we're going to fight. Let's see who's going to fight who. Oh my! We have a winner here. So Dutch with a Haarlem and Maastricht opens themselves to a Bay of Campeche, and the Romans and Meier might try to attack. Well, actually, Meier is not really willing to attack, he's planning to seam. And Rome with the 2 naval cities and Medellano next to a volcano. Actually, it's not going to take part in a grand naval fight, but these 2 cities should produce some boats. And you can see that, oh, actually, haha, okay, both of them are not willing to fight, so probably Netherlands would just lose a single city here in Maastricht. I'm surprised that he put it on a coast, but not here. Maybe he's planning to get to this sea somehow. Maybe with a channel, or you can see everything will be drowned some point of the game, but it will be a bit too late for us, and maybe the game will end earlier. So ends earlier. So actually, Rome is going to control the sea. It just looks like he will, because China in a inland seas, in the Yellow Sea, and in the Northern Sea, North Sea, and here Holland or Dutch are not really in a good mood for fighting on this specific type of on this specific part of an ocean. He could have put city to the north, and there is a extremely good campus here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's +8 for Netherlands, but not really rich tiles. But he still can put a few cities to the north. China has no wonders, and he's going for a religion. He's planning to get his religion, and probably will build some wonders that not required specific terrain. I believe it's Oracle, it's Apadana, maybe Coliseum. What else can he build? Some terracotta, right? Naval wonders. I've already told about this. I don't think that. Yeah, he can build Great Library, but I don't think that he will. And of course, Mausoleus. Actually, Mausoleus gives him so much. I've never thought about that. So he should probably build mausoleum in Xi'an, and all these juicy tile, maybe not in Xi'an, maybe in some other city, maybe in Longxi. There is not much. There's not many good tiles here, but still, I've never thought about China with a mausoleum at Halicarnassus. Damn, it gives him a lot of yields. A lot of stats, I mean. Okay, city patron goddess for Indonesia. So it's not a fish god. What? Okay, I have to check gossips. Yes, it's a city patron goddess. This turn 7. Goddess of the festival. For Indonesia, god of the sea for Rome. God of the sea for Rome. Wow. Fertility rights for Canada. Forge. Goddess of the forge. For Zhou and the China got monument to the gods. Yeah. Oh, by the way, that stacks really well. That's Chinese bonus. So actually, your builder produce the amount of production equal to a 50% of a wonder cost. But if you get extra bonus production for wonders like government, policy card, or this pantheon, you get that bonus even with the builder charge. So for example, the wonder cost 100, so you got what 15 production, and with I believe it's 50, about 50% production bonus, it will be not 15 but what is it, 20 or 22 and a half with the maximum bonus. So it means that you can have a city with 4 charges. You can have a wonder with the 4 charges instead of 7 with all bonuses stacked. I believe it's something like that. I was counted some date like a year ago or maybe even more, and I believe it's 4 charges. Maybe it's 5, but I think it's 4 charges. I don't remember all bonuses that can affect your wonder building speed. Okay, Portugal has 3 campuses. Is it good? Is it good? It's like what, +2? I guess it's 3 plus 2 campuses, right? Okay. You have to delay this campus in Guarda, so it would be +4, and then he can get extra points. It's 13, it could be a 16. Is he aware of it? Just delay it for 2 turns. But nothing bad going to happen. Yes, he's delaying it. Nice. Good gameplay, good gameplay. He still think that he can get it, and he's going for currency instead. Yeah, it's good, it's good. So he's going to get, he's planning to get additional point from a currency, so it's probably 17, and he needs about 2 more. He have a boat? Yeah, he does have a boat, so... Does he have a boat? Yes, he does. So it's 13, 16, 17, 2 more, 2 more. Maybe, oh wow, maybe he could choose a city-state if you open it with a money, but no, it's moksha for him. Where can he get but 2 more points? Is not... No, he can't get... he can't reach politic philosophy. So unfortunately, even with all those effort that he's making, he probably can't have a golden age. That's a bit disappointing. But from another hand, he has Australia here, and oh, and England is his enemy. So we'll see a English-Portugal war. It will be nice because Portugal has a lot of options to dominate the sea, and it depends on his pantheon, which is god of the forge. Okay, we should finish the campus now. Wait, masonry. Okay. So maybe he's trying to delay currency? What the hell is going on here? How's England doing? Royal Navy dockyard. Build it in a 3 cities. Oh! Why it's here but not on the... Whoa! Ah, okay, I got it. So that there was an eruption here. But why? He could put it on an iron tile. Just don't understand. I can't understand it. So maybe it's part of a bigger plan, which I can't see right now, but it's really weird what he did. And you can definitely buy a tile. It's your second ring. It doesn't cost a lot, like 25 gold, maybe 30. Not sure about the cost right now, but about 30 gold. Okay, the 5 cities for Rome. And the 5 cities for Rome. Pretty standard. All of his cities are naval except Mediolanum, but Mediolanum probably can make a... it's building harbor too. And the first admiral is... who is this? A Handle Navigator. Oh, maybe... Maybe Portugal is planning to chop a great scientist with the projects. No, he just accepted his face and playing his game with the knowing that he's never going to get a golden age on this type of land, unfortunately. The one of the options here is to scout with a builder. So you make a builder, you should improve 2 tiles, and you have to sail, and maybe you can find some huts. You could find one here, and I believe there was a hut next to Jerusalem now. And one here. Okay, he could get 1 point from this one, I believe. Yeah, you should definitely scout with a builder at this situation. Normal age enjoyer, such a mess. But we have to admit that other Steves was almost missed the golden age, like Wilhelmina here and Guitarcha, but unfortunately for Portugal, he's the only one who's not having a golden age, and Vicky here might beat him now. Australia, by the way, can put a city next to Galapagos Island, but is he willing though? And by the way, Wiki is a solo 1 versus 2, so maybe it's not a big problem for Portugal. Oh, he's already sending a trade route to Canberra. And let's check the gold number. It's only 19. Meh. Only 19. Meier has more. 31-17 for Meier. So it's turn 31. Everyone got golden. Let's once again check. We'll do it next turn. Let's once again check pantheons. So England here have no pantheon at all, because I don't need it. Sure, who needs those pantheons? Those pagans. No, thanks a lot. City patron goddess for Indonesia. So city patron goddess, it's the faster first district construction. That is why probably he already, or she, or Dave already has a few harbors built. Actually, all 3 of them are finished. He's planning to get a lot of culture right away, and it's +8 culture. It's 4 districts, turns 31. It's a good result. Here we have China with a monument to the gods. God of the open sky for for Netherlands. Extra culture from pastures, but you can see that these horses are not operatable, but it's still 4-1 tile even with without an improvement. So it will be what 4-3-1-1 tile, something like that. Oh, really nice diamonds here. Yeah, he's working on their improvement. More builders on its way. Maastricht produces builders as well. Rome, god of the sea. 1, 2, 3 fishes only, maybe 4, not that big bonus. Meier, goddess of the festival. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, extra 6. Extra 6 culture. I believe he's working on this T. It's extra 2 science. Maybe it's not that great for him. It's 32 science for now, so he'd like to have more production, but it's still okay, especially after the feudalism, which is... Oh, it's almost done. It's defensive tactic already. And it's only, what? It's only 6 turns till feudalism, so it's turn 38 for Maya, I guess. Even faster than Rome. And Australia, fertility rights. Fertility rights for Australia, so extra builder here was taken, and he's having a few more cattle, which gives him extra food with that pantheon. So it's not that bad. It's of course not god of the open sky pantheon, but still it's a good one. It's a good one, and it gives you a bit more tempo because you'll get 3 builders up. It's a nice pantheon, one of my favorites. Well, I'm telling you that there is a lot of favorites pantheon that I like, but a lot pantheon that I like, but I'm used this phrase one of my favorite pantheon a lot, but actually I believe it's only 3 of them. So it's fertility rights, it's one for the, let's call it the goddess of rigs and marshes, the second one, and the third one I don't know. So it's actually 2 of them. Okay, maybe a stone circle, I'm not sure. So what we have here, England put a 4th city, Stoke-upon-Trent, here, and that's it. He's trying to play Magnus Internals, no split continent for England, and I believe the general idea here that they might trade with a Gitarja. Can they have a naval trade routes? Well, yes, if Gitarja put a city somewhere here on the rise, but I don't think that it will be usable. I think the trade routes will just pass somewhere here. But still, Stoke-upon-Trent is a good city for extra gold income with Reina, governor. Oh, Brussels is not on the coastline. That's sad. That's sad. Rome has 1, 2, 3 cities, and the 4th one next to Mogadishu. Oh, he can trade with Australia because of that, or even with Portugal. And I believe Mogadishu is doomed. He's building a builder. Maybe he's planning to chop something for extra boats. It's turn 34, so he has about 10 turns till the city-state gets stronger. Well, in general. And I think with the 3 boats, he could have taken it. Actually, it's 25. It's 29, it's on a hill. With the 3 boats, they need about 4 boats, I guess. Or maybe with the 3 boats and the 2 of them will be destroyed while storming the city. But still he can take it. With the 3 boats, I guess, yeah, with the 3 boats and the government. He's of course an oligarchy already. So it's extra production, not production, extra unit strength. Maya going for audience chamber. Yeah, I don't think that someone will try to go any difference than audience chamber. Of course, there's always possibility of Warlord Throne for some guys. But I think that audience chamber is the best for this map. Maybe Dido could do something different. But you have to worry about Carvel timing, and I believe England will have a hard time against Australia and Portugal. Wait, he got a golden age, how? Maybe he opened it with a... How in the hell he got a golden age? Maybe he discovered wonders? Whoa, I was so sure he won't get it. Oh. Okay. Wow, that's game changer. So England have extremely big troubles right now because of Joa and John. Everyone got a culture. Okay, England has science because I can't play other way. That means zero culture for him, not that much science, not that many science as Australia and Portugal will have, but maybe with a good amount of admirals he can somehow fight against both of these guys, but I think England is just doomed right now. With a normal age Portugal, it would have slight or some chances, but now it's definitely a hard game, really hard game from Philip 3 to 9. Let's cheer for him. He has only 4 cities. Okay, maybe he should just resettle in this inland sea, and no more cities on the Celtic Sea. What do you think about that? How about to retreat now, or you are a fighter and you're gonna fight back? I guess he's a fighter. He's going here next to a volcano and planning to build a few more cities on this sea to fight Portugal. And maybe he's not aware about Australia yet. Let's check it. Yep. Well, actually he's aware now that there is Australia nearby, but maybe he has an illusion that there is only one pass here. And that's it. He's using his galleys to scout. They are damaged somehow. Maybe they killed a Portugal galley. Okay, let's check admirals. How the navigator goes for Indonesia. By the way, Hypatia was taken by Maya. And trade routes are coming. Trade routes are coming with a good alliance. Okay, Fiao turns 38. Nice, good timing. I don't think that Dave has feudalism already. Where is he, by the way? He's here. It's a disaster for Holiday and Highlands, I'd say, because their timing sieve is not able to attack anyone, so you have to seem and yeah, I mean, from a good side that China and Netherlands could seem, and maybe Netherlands can do some good late game, but I doubt, but maybe. Yeah, I don't know how, guys. Portugal got golden. I don't know. It's a surprise for me as well. I was so sure. So I checked at turn 30. He had 17 points, and somehow he got 2 extra points that turn. Most likely he needed only 1, because he got currency. I just don't understand how he got it. And we were talking about it. He had 17. And I haven't seen any option for him to get it. Maybe it's because of Galapagos Islands? But Australia found it. Don't know. Maybe he had a builder somewhere sailing and scouting, but I didn't see it. Maybe they found... No, they couldn't. It's Indonesian Sea. I just don't know how. But the campuses are great. It's +8, whew, and +10, strong ones. And +4, not that big one, but still. 8, 10, and 4 is plus extra 22 science. You can see 49 for him and 56 for Australia. By the way, 42 for Meier. Okay, we have to admit that Mr. Toss has 64, and he probably will boost. Sorry. He probably will boost. How it's called? Cartography and buttress for Philip. But still, it's only 20 for him. Okay, there you go. Campus is on its way. It's what is +5, right? +4? Oh. 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's +4, yeah. It's +4. Should build one here, but it's not. You could have, by the way, a discounted campus. So it's 1, 2, 3. The 4th district in the second pond trend could be a campus, but he decided to go for a harbor. For a distant harbor, like we had in a Fallout. Indonesia is planning to settle city. Somewhere here, I guess. So he can even help his ally with the junks. So he should what? He should chop it right away. Right? And this city. So he can have like 4, maybe 5. But I'm not sure because Carvel timing is really hard in this game. It's already buttress for Portugal, education for Australia and Maya. And let's check gold. It's 63 for Portugal. Where is Portugal here? 63 for Portugal, 47 for Maya, especially with the help of this amount of plantation, extra gold from farms, and of course good trade routes with Rome. So it's 110, 160 gold for Amogus team. And here you can see 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, and 110. So difference is massive. It's about 50 gold, right? If I counted correctly. Maybe it's 40 gold, but I think it's about a 50 gold difference. China is making a lot of wonders. Finally, is it a Chinese religion? I believe it is. Let's check. Yep, sacred places and divine inspiration. I'm still waiting for Halicarnassus in any city with the good yields. You can specifically build one somewhere around here with a harbor, with the chopped harbor and Halicarnassus. Put it somewhere, I don't know, here, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potentially good tiles and even more if there was Auckland. And here you go, it's Mr. Toast controlling Auckland, so it's for Netherlands. Check this fish, 3-2, 3-2 and 4-3. Rome is jealous about that because he has the same one with the Pantheon. Let's check city-states really fast. Auckland, Cardiff and Brussels. That's fine. Blue one, Taruga and Mitla. To the north, I think each team has its own city-state, right? Yeah, Australia and England can find Taruga. And Australia can find Mitla, Vilnius here next to the Maya, and it's the only purple one. 3 3 religious city-states. I don't know, I believe they're just dead. Super dead. Boom, boom, boom. What do we have here? Auckland and Woolen. Nice. And that's basically it, right? Yep, no yellow ones, so no extra gold. Yeah, there will be not much gold in this game, but we have a Portugal and a Mogadishu taken by Australia. Oh, I thought it will be taken by Rome. So he can, you know, be present in this sea somehow. But no, it's for Australia. Maybe because Australia needs more cities to fight England. I believe so. More cities are coming for him. Like one settler. Okay, just one settler, huh? I thought maybe he'll have one head to the north, but no. Ooh, you can see the Diplo Quartal turn 40. Whoa! Diplo Quartal before turn 45. That's quite fast, I have to admit it. Newcastle, trying to build a Taminanke. Cheers for that. But in general, he's not having any... He's not having any harbors here. Maybe he will, like one here and the campus here. And what's called the Lang governor will be put in the Newcastle. Oh, and with fertility rights, he has extra food on these tiles, right? That's cool. So I have a really big Australia. I haven't checked continents, so it's a red one for Australia, right? And his with the Roman and Maya, white one for Maya and Rome, and green one for Portugal. But he has no locks here, right? Right, only turtles. Maybe wheels somewhere. He can of course settle here. He should probably settle here, closer to England. And you can have wine, you can have cocoa. And that's it. Oh, maybe gypsum somehow, don't know. No access for him. That's a big problem, that's a big problem. It's it doesn't have much tiles, so he can't build like Coliseum. It's take him 2 tiles in a district and his neighbors, so you have to rush. So no Coliseum for him, and it's not really effective on this small island. Just 3 city bonus. No, no, no. No, actually he can have sugar here. But Australia maybe can trade him. Maybe he can trade him some. But you can see that 64 signs for Australia, 46 signs for Maya, 55 for Joa, and England has only 27. Yeah, of course, 67 for Wilhelmina, and he'll... Oh, he's going for construction. Maybe he already boosted patches? Oh. If you want to lose a naval fight, that is how you're going to lose a naval fight. Okay, now we're talking. Maastricht and Haarlem here producing some units, but it's definitely not enough to defeat Rome with a... Oh, actually it's enough. It's only 3 cities. Huh. I thought it's 4 cities, but Antium and that's it. Huh. Okay, maybe it's enough. It's a 3 cities. Ooh, oh no. For a moment I thought that it's Victor 3, but then I've seen Moksha. So no Victor 3 for you. No Victor 3 for you. Maybe he found a title, of course. With the title it's possible. It's what, 6, 2, 2, 3. It's a 7 points. But without 7 points you can have Victor 3, so you either skip Moksha and got your units with a extra level, or just put the Victor here so the Maastricht have extra housing and some food. The tiles are not that good, nothing improved, everything chopped. So the timings, boys, the timings here. The second one, and he actually builds it with the bare hands. Come on, you're China. What? Okay, he just help. He helps, right? Yeah, but I thought that he should build this one and just switch for a boost and with extra builders. You can, not actually build it by not actually waste or spend some production in the city. But it does looks like, oh yeah, he's on a mentality, by the way. Oh wow. Oh, it's Magnus here. Magnus here. Okay, go Magnus. We believe in you. It's enough with the 7 provinces. Oh, okay. Yeah, I believe you. I think it's enough. Yeah, I thought that Rob has like not 3, but at least 4 cities. But with a 3, yeah, it should be an interesting fight here. But it depends on the gold, and Rome looks like has more income, right? Oh no. 116 and 50 more. 170 here for Holland Highlands, and what, it's 116 and 100 more. So the difference is still 50 GPT. But now it's 160 and what, 100 and 110, something like that. Maybe 70 GPT, who knows? I'm not a calculator, unfortunately. Maybe that microchip implant will help. Cyberpunk is closer than you think, guys. Oh, interesting. So this he's going to build a city somewhere here. Maybe it will be a naval city. It's a bit risky. It's a bit risky. But he can trade with the guys as a naval seal. Maybe he can just build it with a distant harbor, so it won't die if something goes wrong. But I think if something goes wrong in this sea, that you already lost. Because England has only 4 cities here on this coastline. And it's definitely not able to... Well, probably it's able to defend itself, but cartography for Portugal, and we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pre-builds. I believe it's enough with this timing. It's turn 44. It's not that fast. It's not turn 42 or 38. I believe the fastest we've seen is turn 38 or something like that. With the scientist that boosted Dex. Yeah. Square rigging right away, and Australia will give him some night. Good plan. So. Oh, no. 31 only. I believe they have... Okay, they just upgraded right now. It's a French style. Why would you upgrade damage? Okay, because it will heal. Okay, not... My bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why not this one? Why not those ones? But whatever, it's 4. I believe it will be a 5 now. Can they reach Plymouth in time? Maybe Plymouth will fall. Maybe not. It's 5 turns for Philip to get cartography. I think Plymouth might fall, and 0 pre-builds for now. Oh, that's the biggest problem. I'm not talking about culture, it's only recorded history. So no No fear, no alliance in time. Oh, no mercenaries, no alliance in time. And 0 pre-builds here, which is weird. I thought that city is put. I thought that this city will just make like 4 or 5 pre-builds so they can reach Birmingham, for example, or even London, and upgrade there, and will help England to hold. But it's just a city which can't even buy tile because they need coal to upgrade caravels. Okay, now there are coming. He should definitely take some galleys with him. I believe he can't afford more upgrades. Yeah, it's the 5th one. It's the last one there. Even more. The French style. 10 caravels without 10 caravels without policy card, without a discount upgrade. Okay. It's a rich country. Who cares? Galley here. Oh. I don't think he's able to hold Plymouth. He'll have to chop walls. Does he have a walls? I'm not sure that he even have that technology because he was rushing cartography. And you know what? Maybe actually Kimina boosted the butters for him. But she definitely should. Otherwise, why would you need Wilhelmina at all in the game? Sweet one. Well, of course, the 7. Oh, okay, we have the. Okay, that explains a lot. But Rome completely unaware of that. Wait, wasn't he paying attention? He's up. Oh, he's not aware. Oh my, oh my. Okay, we can say that Rome is done. Whoa, that's massive. That's massive. Zero pre-builds. Okay, engineering sets. What? It's catapults and aqueducts maybe for him. He can actually build 1, 2 path. Okay, now he's on a mathematic trial trade. But you actually. Oh, yeah, you need mathematic here. What can I say? Rip is Jean here. Oh, it's medieval Renaissance. Let's check. Let's check admirals. Completely forgot about that. So, Hypatia, Artemisia for China, Themistocles for Indonesia, Gaius Duilius for England. It's good one. It's a good one. It's a corp. Leif Erikson for England. Well, yeah, it's extra sign. It's always good for offensive or for defensive. Well, actually, it's better for offensive actions. He marries for Dave Play. I believe it's medieval Renaissance. Zanher for Netherlands. Chola for Australia and Zhang Quan for. Oh, it's actually a trader. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So England has a general, an admiral. Portugal does not have, but Australia has one. And by the way, Wilhelmina has and Rome not. Seriously? Oh, it's a dead Rome. It's such a dead Rome, guys. And with a general and corp, maybe England can somehow survive. It's only a 2-tile path. Yeah, the one city is dead, but who cares about that? I have a 3 more. It was not even a city, it was his last one, it's the 4th city. Okay, it's fine, you should keep in mind that Portugal has only 3 and he's never settled anywhere because he was rushing. So, oh, it has a Royal Navy dockyard, so it can be pillaged. So just a little bit extra gold for Portugal. Okay, Plymouth gone. But I believe England can upgrade some units. Do they have any gold? Yes, they have some. Here you can see 0 gold. Well, not 0 gold, but looks like a bit less for... It's a bit less for Mayan Empire. And okay, we can finally see the few quadriremas are going north. They're planning to upgrade somewhere here. It's actually 3 ones. And do they have any... I think Australia has some NITA. It's +4 NITA here. 0 for everyone except Netherlands. 75 called for Netherlands. Okay. Let's take a look at Rome. Where is he? Yeah, you can... Oh, it's 1 turn for Aquileia, but it's nothing because he doesn't have a general and he's going to be blocked. I believe it's just not working for him that well. He's going for Iron Works. Going a Golden Age. Oh, 3 turns. Extremely early Golden Age, guys. Wow. It's turn 52. And I believe not everyone can get there. Yeah, most likely it will be a Dark Age for most of the players, but we can see that Maya, Rome actually in a golden already, and Australia almost in a golden, 4 points left. China needs 6, but he can build wonders in no time, and the rest is probably planning to go Dark Age, and because they are fighting Thieves, that's good for them because of extra 5 melee strength. And by the way, if Rome is in the golden, I want to get that policy card. So Netherlands has a admiral is +5, policy cards +5, and the 7 provinces. The 7 provinces. It's even more. It's even more. So I'd say Rome is completely dead. Completely dead. 4 turns square rigging. And I believe the 7 provinces cost less NITA because it's a unique unit. I believe it costs less NITA. I'm not sure. Aha, England has no masonry. Yeah, I believe he does not have one. But it's not the tech that will save you. So probably it's not going to work for him anyways. It wouldn't work for him. Yeah, it's better to get the cartography, and he has cartography. He can upgrade some units. Civil service right now, so have an alliance. Does Portugal have an alliance? Let's see. 71-68. Probably. Yeah, he does have. So with an alliance, England can definitely hold this. It's not a big problem for him because of a general, because of admiral. So the bonus here is +7, and England have +5 with an admiral. So it's only +2 for Portugal, and he barely can scratch those English ships. Yeah, good thinking here. I need, of course, more to swap, but I believe that these caravels can get level 2. Can get level 1 in no time. But the problem is that Portugal has some extra time with while England won't have an alliance next turn. But it's not crucial. I believe it's not crucial. think with an alliance, he can't even one-shot now. He can't even one-shot a galley. And I'm not sure that Portugal is aware of that northern pass. Well, he's not. But he will be soon, because of a warrior. And once he'll see an English galley here, it will be clear that there is a path. I don't know, maybe it's a one-tile path, but there is one still. You can see some damage to the town. Okay, he pushed through. He pushed through. Not enough tiles to upgrade units. Just not enough tiles. And not enough gold, I believe. Oh, they have plenty of it. Okay, now it's time for scouts. Upgrade and then use Gaius Dulius. No, no, no. Oh boy, how did that happen? He still can hold like this if he would have a corp here. With a corp, this would last for a bit longer time. Yeah, we forgot about Rome. What is going on here? He's spamming units. He's preparing himself to a fight. 4 turns till cartography. I believe some of this pre-build will die. I have to upgrade some caravels. But he has mercenaries. He has alliance. He's fine. Damn, the timing nowadays so small, so hard. Hardly reachable timings, I'd say. You need to be a giga chat monster. Or maybe you should just build 4 cities. Haha. Okay. They still need some gold to upgrade Wilhelmina. 3 turns. I believe they should start saving now or maybe next turn. Indonesia here having some junks. And with the junks, I believe this push will be over. Yeah, they got 1 city, but that's it, I guess. They can't take Manchester without the frigates, and there is no frigates. Well, there will be some, but that is not enough. And Australia is not making any units because they don't have much gold to upgrade. They can't upgrade everyone, and it's time for Rome to be upgraded. And he's trying to hold. Oh my, the damage is stronger than you think. It's almost one shot. I think Rome is gone. Well, okay, I told you that Rome is gone, but not completely. But these coastal cities might be razed, and maybe Rome itself would be captured. I'm not sure about that because Meier here. There is no, by the way, there is no road, which is weird. There should be one. But there is none. I thought that Meier is trading with Rome, but oh, it appears they're trading with an Antium, which is a hometown of a Pingal governor. It's weird, and Reina is here in Kume. Okay. I'm curious how the trade routes are going, where they are going, but maybe they're going through the Kume somehow. Or maybe it's the best city to trade with. You can just send a trade route directly to Reina City and it will be fine. Meanwhile, China have 5 cities and planning to build some more. Rome is observing it with his scout. A few more cities for Indonesia. Maybe Indonesia is planning to, you know, play a late game somehow. Okay, now we have to vote in the Congress. So I'm a first slot. Boom. Me, and Tower because it's shorter to write. Hello. Hey. Me. Tell me, submit. It is done. Oh my god, it's 109 for Australia, 92 for Meier. So the game is not over yet, even with a file of a few Roman cities. I think it will have the same effect as England. English city raised. So it's like, yeah, it's not good, but it's not a terrible as well. I like those extra Röntgen measurements. Yeah, the damage is real, but this corp making a difference, and it probably will have a level 1 really soon. He can attack. He should attack like what 3 times, and it's absolutely not danger for him. He can swap like this, and from a single tile, it will get its levels, and yeah, without the frigates you can't push here, and even with the frigates it will be extremely hard because the pass is too narrow. It's only 2 tiles. We have to go north, and everything about this is a time, and Portugal is out of time because with the 3 cities you can of course reach some techs, but eventually there is always a bigger fish somewhere on the map, and this fish is Australia, which is his teammate. Yeah, I have to admit that Hallion Highland has no science at all. Maybe Portugal have some, but it's 4 cities for him. Thanks for following Willum, or maybe it's Will something like that. Willum, thanks a lot. Rome is falling. Oh, he attacks. He attacking it with a simple caravels. And the biggest question is, he sees Maastricht. Oh, such an unfortunate event. Damn, he sees it. So he could, well, there was so close to not let your opponent knows your city's location, so he couldn't use any spies. But is it in a row? Okay, the occupation of Rome having a new meaning now. You can see that all pre-builds are damaged, so it's not going to happen. The Roman fleet is not going to happen. Somehow he's not building any pre-builds in Aquileia, because I don't know why. He's making campus. It's like this city will last. Well, that is how optimist, guys. This is optimism. Optimism of Rome knows knows no measure. It's building campus instead of pre-builds. Okay. Okay then. Whoa. I think it's funny. So a lot of rebels will die this turn, and probably the city of Rome itself. He really needs to destroy it because there is an audience chamber. Oh, there is an intel. There will be an intel there. Okay, Rome can be taken right now. So the spy is going for Maastricht in just a few turns, and you can see that foreign ministry here for Netherlands. So they're planning to achieve a forget the type of victory. A diplomatic victory. Once again, hello, everyone in this chat. Sometimes I just forgot to read it. I'm just forgetting to read it. I think even with the Spyrom has no chance because the 7 provinces will restrict everything. It's 60 and it has extra 7 against walls. So I don't know, it's like he could definitely build few galleys here. Maybe he's aware that he already lost the coastline And with this one, it's kind of tricky because this city is battle shippable, and in the general, Netherlands would have a lot of science. So it's about it's just about the time. It will just nuke Maya. Yeah, of course, Maya has like 100 science and a great potential, and you can put what, a few more cities, I guess. No, that's it. I guess 6 cities is more. Well, he can put, but there will be um not discount. I forgot the word. Debuff. They will have a debuff. They will have a penalty. Okay. Can he attack it? Oh, he actually can. It's 6854. Wow. 6954. You should just attack a city and that's it. Okay, there is no Carvel in the city and he should probably delete the galley. Extra 145 gold is extremely needed for England or for Indonesia with its Jones. Yes, you can see that Netherlands is retreating back, and now maybe United Fleet of England and Indonesia will just put or push away these silly frigates. And of course now, so it's the same unit, right? It's 55, not even a 58, as it probably should be, since the 7 provinces has bonus. But okay, it's still strong. It's still strong, and you can see that not a single now heading to Melbourne to place some how it's called Praetorias. He could have like 1, 2, 3, 4. He can put a 4 Praetorias in Melbourne. 4 Praetorias. Oh my god. The 4 in a single city. And by the way, Portugal is not making that amount of gold that it usually does, because only 3 cities. Only 3 cities. So it has what, 4 trade routes, right? It has a 4 traders, as I remember. No, he does have, I believe he does have extra trade route for each era, so it's a 6 should be, right? I think it's a 6. Anyway, the brave English caravel retreating. What about China? I'm really curious what wonders have he built. Chop everything! You don't need this! The Chichen Itza is an illusion. The cake is a lie. No. Come on. It's 1, 2. Okay, it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 culture and 7 production. So it's 10%, it's 14, and it's cost 400. It's 10, 25 tons, right? It's 25 tons to pay for itself. Where is Chechen Itza? I believe it's here, yeah. Okay, it's 150, so it's 20 tons to pay off. With all these jungles, and you can chop them and build mines, which probably more effective. But okay, you get culture, and you get it's in a Moksha city. It's 2 culture. Oh, okay, it's 2 culture, so it's 3 times 7, 21. So it's what? It's a 7 turns, right? No, 21, 15 turns. Yeah, it's about a 15 turns to pay off. Okay, what Aquileia can do? At least you have campus. We will die, but we will die educated. Sure, that's a big that's a big relief for those who will be dead in Aquileia. Oh, he haven't even chopped everything. Oh, that's quite a good quality push, by the way. I thought he'll chop everything, but no, he's not. I'm not sure, does Portugal need Victor, or is just Victor to have a Victor? I thought Magnus would be maybe better with all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chops. With the Magnus, he could probably have some more cities in Évora. Okay, no, they're not planning to attack somehow. Yeah, I believe they're afraid of Australia, but the gold income actually is not that great for both of the team. Once again, 170, 180, 208. Surprisingly good numbers. And here you can see what 135, 215, 215 and 284 Amogus. So it's a 65 gold difference. 65 gold difference. Yeah, I believe they're not pushing because they are afraid of Australia. Oh, it's a here, 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 and here. If you put one here, it will be a disaster. Well, of course, it's still 3 Feitoриas, but it's way better to have 4 of them, especially when you are limited in a number of trade routes. Okay, now we have to look at the Mayan stats. It's 142 and 186 culture with a 214 production, which is a lot. And for Hooded and Highlands, you cannot find anyone with a more than 100 production because Death Play has exactly 100. 99 for China, 77 for Netherlands, and 88 for Victoria. So no, not more than 100. And here only Portugal has 43 somehow, but it's just because you haven't improved any tiles. And unstuck in Rome, I believe. Or somewhere else. Okay, Victor here, but it won't help. It's the 7 provinces, they're just destroying your cities. Looks beautiful, looks beautiful. But what was I talking about? Yeah, Halden Highlands does not have enough production. And as I was saying that Gitarcha is only about timing push, and you can see that stats of course good, but it's a free simming thief. No units, not much units were built. And you can check Netherlands. The Netherlands has slightly better stats, but a bit less of production, but only 4 cities, of course. Somehow haven't put any more thousand or northern of his major cities. That's of his core lands. That's weird. And rain only now. Well, I don't think that Victor was so necessary, but it's good to have one so your city won't die from an unexpected attack. By the way, uh, Crispy Pancetta. Crispy Pancetta, thanks for following. Yeah, this looks over just out Simat even if Rome is irrel. Yep, well, it does not look like it's over, and I think that if Netherlands will put some cities immediately, maybe he can have some relevant amount of stats. And by the way, there is no way that Maya can put anything in this sea, so we have to just praise for a good uh, carbon emission, godly carbon emission, and maybe somehow Maya can build fleet in this sea and reach the core cities of Hoch with its units. And by the way, you should keep in mind that China is still there. Chinese tradition is helping him. Have Coliseum, Apadana here. So potentially it's a good, well, potentially it's a cultural victory for China, but just potentially. It's not necessary. It's not necessary to be 100% cultural victory. And with this amount of production. Oh, finally, Halicarnassus. Not in the best city. That's why would you? Okay, maybe he just spent all his builder charges already. But it's not the first time I'm seeing him building wonders. I think the point of China is to switch your production in cities, so you build wonders spending only builder charges. You not have to. Well, of course, maybe if you're rushing some wonders, yeah, okay, but you not have to build it, right? Isn't it? Works like that. I think it is, and I'm saying that his wasting, let's say, wasting his so needed production for extra wonders, which gives him almost nothing. What tiles will you work on with this Halicarnassus? Don't know. Yeah, and this, yeah, he stopped building it because it's too expensive and gives nothing, almost nothing. Yeah, extra culture is nice, but with this amount of production, you can just build a district and make some projects, and you can chop all these jungles and get extra pops. Like if he builds 7 tiles, I believe he's able to reach 13 pops, and with 13 pops, that's about 5 districts. You definitely can have cultural one. But it's turned 60. Let's check eras. 839 for China. Not that many pops, but 423. Only 23 for Mr. Toes. That's sad. 430 for Philip. Philip is Victoria. Where is he? Yeah, there he is. It's 430, but he's planning to attack with Indonesia, which has 841. Well, 841 is the biggest number in his team, but it's nothing compared to his opponents. Yeah, of course, we've talked about it a lot. Portugal has 3 and only 22 popes. I'm surprised that he has 22 in the 3 cities. Okay, it's 10, 7, and 5. Yeah, I'll have more. 759 for Australia. My oh my, it's a lot of. That's a lot of. That's a lot of cows being slaughtered. Yeah, with the fertility rights and the green hills, let's have a lot of popes. 759. Wow. 543 for Rome, and you should remind that Rome lost a city, so it probably would be more, and he's going to lose even more cities because of the 7 provinces. Maybe, just maybe he can defend with the trebuchet somehow, but I don't believe in that event. No, he probably will lose his capital and Kuma, Kume, Kume? No, Kume. He probably lost Kume. And and that's it. That's it. In a general, you can see that 6 cities for Maya with the 55 popes. It's slightly less than in Australia, but it's only 6 cities, and you can see that what's what 12, 13, 12, and so most of the cities has can build 4 or 5 districts, and I believe the fourth or fifth one probably will be an industrial zone like this. And I'm surprised that there is no. Oh, actually there is. So I'm not surprised that there you go. There it is, the useless one. But in this case, it's actually good. Oh, I haven't seen the Jiangxia here. Oh, tricky Maya got the Jiangxia. Huh. Huh. I don't know why it's still not banned in tournaments, but yeah, okay. I really hate this one. But not in this game it changed almost nothing. We can check create traders which Maya got. It's what Marcos Licinius scores. Oh, actually, Zhang Yang for Maya. Yeah, maybe with the help of Transcendencia. He was maybe taken with the help of Transcendencia. Yep. Oh, it's actually a really cool holy site could be, but no holy site needed. Oh, a beautiful pyramids. Yeah, Maya having the game of its life. It's really strong one. 194, no chances for China to get any cultural victory points right now. 159. Unfortunately, Rome has. No. Oh, he haven't built it yet. So if he fall, he can rebuild another district with which grants him extra diplomatic favor points, so they can win Congress. By the way, I haven't checked the Congress, but it's like nothing. So -4 for Wilhelmina, less money for Halian Highlands, 2 diplo points for China. Why? Okay, just let it go. He can't build Mahabodhi temple in Xi'an. I'm surprised. Usually Chinese guys are building that temple because it can be boosted with the builders. Why not to have one? Damn, China is super strong, but Kublai Khan China is stronger. It appears to be. Yeah, you can see the city defense is melting, and the 7 provinces does. Uh, the 7 provinces doing what they are supposed to do, just destroying cities. How can he take Kume? You see that the damage is real actually, and a lot of catapults and trebuchets here. Oh, okay. There is a possibility to shoot through this plane. Okay. Yeah, but still a lot of trebuchets, and maybe Maya will lead some cuirassiers there. No. It's astronomy. Wow, it's astronomy. He's planning to get what? Astronomy, or it's a Patala Palace? I'm a bit disappointed that astronomy gives you nothing but Patala Palace. Rome built campus to ruin this for Netherlands. Triste IQ move. Oh. Mm. Yeah, I think he just put it here so he can boost it with with his Governor Plaza. I think there was no specific plans on that, but it's funny that it's not on the river. Yeah, Netherlands can't rebuild it. So, Anthium here produces extra settler for an escape city. I think they can put one here, and Rome will be completely safe. Or maybe on this stone, and he should build Diplo Quartal and maybe it's called Corner Plaza. Yeah. Mine is still big, pumpkin on its way. Is he going to build Patala Palace? Oh no, it's just to boost techs, right? Civil engineering, and I guess this one. This one needs astrology. Yep. It's heading forward to the zoo. Right? Right. Okay, dokie. I can't hold it, right? Yeah, even with the governor, it's minus 27. No chance. Rome. Wait, what? He's not planning to sail? He just settled here? He's so confident in a Maya spot. I guess 3 naval seals is a bit too much, and unfortunately, England can't carry this. Can't carry, it's not enough science for him. So guys, do you think it's okay for England to build campuses instead of to build cheap campuses instead of harbors, and then build cheap harbor as a second district? In a general, you're losing like admirals, but these guys are doing so and they still can get admirals. So what a difference, you know? Could it be a nice build order? Because you're saving so many production with this one. You just need a bit extra food. Probably if you're having freshwater second city, you can probably do this. You'll still grow up really fast. Okay. I just can't understand. He keep wasting his production on wonders. You could, okay. Why? Is it me? Or I thought that it just swap every single time. I believe I've seen the middle student playing this and some other guys. They always swapping. They're not chopping, they just swap, swap, swap and produce it, and they're spending production on some other good things, like maybe for extra builders. Because you have plus 30%, and of course with this Pantheon it's slightly better, but still. It's even slightly better for you to boost it with the builders. Oh, he chopped it. I think I don't get it at all. It was a flatland forest. It could be a 1/4 tile after improvement. Yeah, I think I'm just I don't get it. It's some sort of better tempo gameplay that I can't understand. Okay, Kume is falling. Ooh, Venetian Arsenal for, oh no, it's the last drop, guys. Venetian Arsenal for Australia. Okay, I give up. I think there is no chance for Hidden Highlands on this map. I think the game is done. Unfortunately. For us, maybe. And for them. Yeah, there is a massive battle here. We missed. And Portugal fighting two thieves. And maybe, by the way, maybe Portugal will lose cities here. Australia is not willing to help. Okay, okay, okay. Maybe I was a bit too fast in my judgment. You can see that Portugal is retreating. It does not have any escape setters, so maybe Diplo victory is an option if they are able to eliminate Little 2 completely. There's a lot of scouts, but I don't see, is there enough units? Still not enough Jonkas, only 2 left. Have he lost them? Or there was only 2, the third one oncoming? I don't know, it should be a 10 Jonkas. They should rush here and eliminate Portugal and hope for a Diplo victory. That is all you can do right now. Because you can see the stats. I believe after this fleet fall we might see a GG. Because there is... Oh, Bradford. Rebuild. And his Royal Navy dockyard once again. Go Bradford. We believe in you. He must think he can... Yeah, he must be thinking that he can CV, but... it's not 2K18. it's after CVC World, so you just can't cheese CV with the wonders. No, it's not working that anymore. So we should keep in mind that 109 tourists by turn 108. It was almost 100% cultural victory for you. Nowadays, you need to beat about 160, 180 tourists. So yes, you could do it like a few years ago when people wasn't paying attention for this cultural victory. Maybe there was a different formula. I don't know, maybe they changed it. But nowadays, people are super aware about the cultural victory and like uh, they they will not let you get it that easily. So you still need a good faith. You still need fight for books. Previously, when middle student did it, he just spammed wonders, rushed projects with the 3-4 cities, and he got really good early game tourism, and he could win. Nowadays, it's not gonna work. And you can see the Meier 132 culture. Meier, I believe Meier can get what? About 400 culture with his 6 cities. Yeah, maybe of course China can have a cultural victory later, but he has a terrible tempo for it. It's 122 culture only, and not that many. Okay, maybe there's enough of a great person points. Let's see. 513 actually. That's good with a oracle. Maybe it's not that much with an oracle. Okay, Maya has 10, so it's not even in a lead of getting great person. So that's basically it. Rome rebelling. No one can hold it. Catapults and trebuchet are heading toward Mediolanum. I think that's basically it. So Rome is irrelevant, but it's not destroyed. You can see few settlers are settled. Magnus here. What about Portugal now? The biggest question is what about Portugal? We can see Australia producing some units. It's a one-turn caravel, guys, in the Melbourne. What the hell? It's 65 production. How can you outsim this now? 65 production in Melbourne. Check the styles. My oh my, and as thanks to Auckland. Yeah, it's Uran. Yes, it's him. 164. Scientific theory once again. Whoa, scientific theory is here. Oh, he's heading towards steam power. Yeah, he's heading towards steam power, and we might see a 1 or maybe 2 turns ironclads. Okay, it's definitely at 2 turns ironclads. Oh, he can build corps. Yeah, to be able to build corps, you need electricity. I mean fleets. So it's a 1 turn ironclads, 1 turn ironclads for Australia, and I believe all these units will be gone. Well, maybe with a bigger number of junks, they could try to eliminate Portugal, but I guess that's it. I guess that's it. Volume gullies are not really helping. Where, by the way, is Wallin? It's a cut. No, Wallin. Ah, it's, okay. It's alive. Oh, it's not scissored. It's just... Ah, they have 6 under 6. Okay. Philip and Hakis. Not okay. England has some frigates. Only a few caravels left, like 1, 2. But there's a lot of scouts. Maybe they can take a city with a scout. Portugal in a tricky situation. I think that's their last chance. And I think it's a Portugal last stand. They can lose Evora. They definitely must protect Lisbon. It's really good to protect it. Maybe, you know, encampment could be put on this island with a trebuchet in it. So it will be slightly easier for them to defend. They just need to hold till Australia gets in power. It's only 2 turns. Australia is willing to upgrade his unit and making up rebels. Guys, it's 1 turn. It's 1 turn caravels for Australia with a Venetian arsenal, right? Right. So it's a 3 times more. So you can see it's what? It's a 65. Come on, show me. 65. It's almost 200. It's 195 production toward naval units, and I believe ironclad costs about 120 or something. Where is it? Okay, it's what, 100. Ugh, 190. 190, and there is 195, so it's 1 ton ironclad in Melbourne. Wow. Can now do a damage, by the way. I don't know what does these ships doing here. They can protect nothing, and there is plenty of gold for them, I guess. Right? No, not that much actually. 270, maybe 280. Here you can see what about 100, 200s, 350, I guess, maybe even more. So it's 100 gold difference. Maybe Portugal should just buy a unit and settle somewhere, like here or somewhere next to Australia. I don't see any escape settlers. They are so confident in themselves. If only Indonesia had more pre-builds, they probably could push through, and maybe they could eliminate Portugal. The chances are still high for them, and that is what keeps them in game. They can see the stats, and they're aware of how Australia is strong, and of course how extremely strong Meier is. 420 gold production, 420 production. No. It's too much. It's too much. It's 2 times more than China. China has 207. What? 3 times more than anyone else on the Holland's team. That's too much. That's too much. 278 production for Australia. Yeah, you can see some ironclad fleets. Yeah, he can build one ironclad, but he can form a corps. This is absolute unit. It's of course not a one shot, but it's a one shot for a frigate. And without frigates, you can't take cities. He's keeping retreating. He's keep retreating. Banking for Portugal. Why? I don't know. Yeah, I'm a bit stuck because not improved tiles, not enough food, I guess. They should have fizzle banking and a lot of culture with Wilhelmina, and somehow China does not have it. I thought he was building. Oh, he was not building. Oh, okay. I thought he was rushing commercial hubs, but it wasn't him. It was actually Maya and the Rome. They still can have nice trade routes, and nice trade routes with Australia. Surely can be done, and even with Portugal. I believe Portugal can trade with Maya. Okay, the wall is here. Which text gives it extra culture? I'm not sure that it's a good idea to build a wall here. There is no food in these cities, and it will be for pop cities. And there was a perfect option to make a good farm yields here. But no, we'll build a wall there. Well, it's Chinese, they like to build walls, so can't blame them. Can't blame them. It's a extremely good wall. Okay, that is the plan. So they lured the fleet to the south, and like, yeah, okay, you might take my cities, but we'll actually will defend Ivora. Oh no, he just split his forces, and there is no unit that can deal with Ironclads right now. Especially with Ironclads fleets. No, not a chance. You can see the damage is... I can't even find a good ship. Oh, there is... Oh, there is no ships left. Yeah, it's one shot with a lonely... against lonely Caravel. And probably it does have Admiral Yin Sun, Renaissance Industrial, and as I remember, he got Chola. Let's check. Yeah, he used it already, you can see this. Yeah. Okay, so England could hold. It's a good result. He, of course, lost one city, but he rebuilt it. And now, probably, Ironclads will get... will destroy it, will raise it once again. I think that Portugal might build some cities now. Well, not right now, but after the Australian fleet will get in. Check this out. There's such a beautiful tiles. A lot of production for Australia. A lot of farms. 3, 4, 4, 2. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Really good improvement. One of the best. And of course, yeah, of course you need a lot of science to get testing power. And now it's even harder to do because you need scientific theory to research that tech. 56. Okay, Indonesia got some science, but the culture is in a terrible condition. You can see 262 for Meier. It might be a fascism. It might be an early game fascism. Maybe it won't be, but it might be. Oh, finally he's chopping. Huh. I think if you can, you should chop at least 1 or 2 settlers. It's super efficient. Oh, I forgot that I had a tea. Yeah, and I'm like, why my throat is hurting so much? Probably I'm just talking too loud. So, is there any... Oh, it is a finally! Chichen Itza, after 20 turns! The almighty Chichen Itza will appear, and we'll see the difference. Could China chop everything for a project against and get few great persons? Yes, he could, but no. We will see the miracle of upgraded hills with a 242 production. Go, Chichen Itza. I believe in you. Yeah, the tea is cold. Yuck. Well, I have no other choice. I have to drink it. It's still at that turn. Okay, we'll check it later. And by the way, you need to spend a bit more builders to improve it. So I'm still thinking that it's not the best wonder. The worst, of course, is Machu Picchu. Yeah, the English Indonesian fleet is completely ruined. It's gone. There is no chance they can do any harm to Portugal. And now I believe that ironclads should go north, take Bradford, maybe even they can pass through here. England has 58 signs, so there is no sign of ironclad for England. Only printing is on its way. Diplomatic service, no corps. Ugh, never, he'll never get anything. Yeah, of course he had to rush to the caravels and had to defend. And it was a good opportunity for them to take Portugal, but now it's a bit too late. Australia has way too more of everything, and of course we haven't seen Meier in action. Somehow the stats is not the best. Maybe he switched policy cards. There you go, Kilva. Kilva it is. So Vilnius for Kikis. Oh, Vilnius for Kikis, guys. I thought China would be able to hold it, but no. So without a Vilnius, it will be even harder for China to get a cultural victory. I mean that it gives you a lot. If you don't know, it gives you all your theater squares districts receive plus 50, plus 100, and plus 150 adjacency bonus if you have at least one active alliance of level 1, 2, and 3. So it's 150% adjacency bonus. With a policy card, it will be 250. So it's not a 6. Okay, let's check this one. It will be not a 6. It will be what? It will be not 12 but 21, right? Plus 9. 150% out of 6, it's 9. It will be 21. And this is massive bonus for him. And he's going to hold it really hard with the kill, of course. Wait, what? Let's pillage it somehow. It was maybe the 7 provinces or something. No, they can't pillage. Okay, I'm voting for myself here. Oh, that's the hard one. Definitely not the turtles, not wine. I think I haven't seen honey. No, is there a silver? Yeah, let's go for a silver. And here, preserve. Yep. I wrote a reserve silver on me. A preserve silver me. It's good. I think Iran wins here. Yeah, Iran will win. Definitely. Iran will definitely win. Okay, they might not be able to win right now, but can Holiday Highlands win? Somehow. At least somehow. So we can see that China has 6, which is a good result, and he probably built Mahabodhi temple somewhere, and if not, that it's amazing they have 6. Lonely walls, it's useless. Lonely walls are useless. You need to build them like stripe because they have bonus for each neighboring wall. So you should have at least 3. Maybe you could chop something or build it somehow on a flat plans, and then it cannot be built on flat plans. But I can't. Oh, there is this Mahabodhi temple. Okay, yeah, he built one, but I don't think that with this mod of culture he's able to steal Statue of Liberty somehow. He should be building it right now, and there is no industrial zones for him, so 0 zero chances of getting any engineers. Maybe they can buy, but all their gold is spent for naval fights. Oh, Volin is dying. Oh, Portugal is going to get Volin. It's a secure city. Yes, go, go, go. Oh, it has even lighthouse. It's a good one. Yeah, they're not planning to push. I believe they're going to win the other way, the opposite way. We should check actually Mayan tourism. It's 78 and 83 for China. And culture here. It's 86 for China. And keep this in mind, only 48 for Maya. Huh? What do you think about that? Not that many culture. Okay, 170. Finally 170, but the timing is 150 culture by turn 60. And it's not the biggest difference. 60 or 70 culture, but it's turn 73. Maybe he should go for not for a monumentality here. Okay, who's in the golden? Wilhelmina, Maya, and China. So they should have way more gold. Okay, Wilhelmina in a heroic age. Maybe we'll see some new settlers with the 3 popes right away. It's a really good one. For China, we have extra extra gold, and here Maya getting extra gold as well. So let's check extra gold incoming incomes. Okay, maybe Dave Play can perform some good naval fight here, but I don't believe it. Australia has way too more production and Venetian arsenal, but still 166 for Dave Play, and you can see the gold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.300, and here for Iran it's about 300s. So it's 2 times more for Holiday Highlands. Maybe they can use this extra gold somehow, but I just don't know. Should they use it for naval fights, or should they just buy some builders and have a better sim? There you go. Bradford is already taken this turn without any troubles, and England barely able to build anything with its 144 production, and 1, 2, 3, 4 cities left on this sea, on the wash, the grand wash. Yeah, there will be a grand cleaning here. They will clean this. They will wash everything out of this city, out of this sea. Every other boats, and Australians are coming, guys. Australians are coming. Oof. Looks terrible and sounds terrible. Oh, by the way, there is an option for a digger push. There is always a digger push. No, actually, no. It's okay. It's electricity. It's submarines. It's U-boats. But you know, replaceable parts already boosted. Go Australia. Get some diggers, no? No. Okay. You don't have to. You did great. Oh, they're not taking the city. Hackers take it back. It was a nice cannoneer diplomacy, so they just get ironclads there saying, either you give me an envoy or you will be part of my empire. And people of Poland voted right. Portugal should say, oh yeah, he's doing, oh, they lost a city. It's the best, it was the best city that he had. Somehow Australia decided to ignore this small Indonesian fleet. Maybe he's like, I'm not going to waste my turns and my movement points to catch that fleet. I have a bigger fish. I have a better thing to do, like destroying entire English empire. Well, he can destroy it. He can destroy every single city, but 1, 2, 3 will, well, even 4 cities will be English ones. But that's basically it. All other cities will be raised or occupied. I don't know. I think Australia with its science can even hold the cities and attack by land. We can attack Indonesia by land and by sea, by the way, at the same time, because 165. Okay, it's not a big difference, but I think in total you can see that it's more than 1.5k of science difference. Wow. Iran, stop, please. It's already dead. Have a mercy. Oh, there you go, airdrome, airdrome. Oh, oh. It might be a carrier. Might be a carriers. And by the way, with airplanes, you can just put one here, one biplane here, and you can build the harbor, and no one can do anything about it. Ah, oh, that's cool. Actually, that's cool. They don't have much gold, right? So they can't build. They can't buy any units, but still can produce some, and airplanes will just shoo away all these wooden boats. And Wilhelmina is nowhere near, no way near, or nowhere near, or no way near. Well, it's not close for her to get any better units. Even an ironclad is just a dream for her. By the way, the worst unique improvement in the game, well, actually it's not that worst, it's 311. Hey, it's 1066 and you can have 311 tile. Well, it's better than nothing, but still, come on. Still bad. Still looks bad. Well, it's way better than vanilla ones. You can check the vanilla ones. You'll have a face palm. How much how much they hate Netherlands. How much Firaxis hate Netherlands. They gave him bonuses that are useless, completely useless. And by the way, we'll have a good patch for Babylon, so maybe we'll see it in a game. I don't remember what exactly they will change, but I read it and it's quite okay. Bonuses for Babylon. Oof, that's a lot of airdrome. It's a lot of aerodromes in process, and the hangars there. Ooh. So, is it a jets? Chemistry. Most likely it's a jets. So labs next. Go labs. China is still trying. He don't know he's already dead, but he's trying. He doesn't know. Classical. Classical. City with 70 defense. Besieged by a trebuchet with 45. With a 45 damage. So, okay, maybe it's not the best city. Oh. It's disconnected. It's a Victoria. It might be, you know what? It might be a GG disconnection. Sometimes it happens. Maybe they have some ideas how to carry this, but personally I don't believe in the cultural victory from China. There is only one chance for them, it's a Diplo. It's only one chance and it's a Diplo. Let's check Diplo here. It's 10 for China. He's going for statue, so it will be a 13. And what about Patala? Have he built it, or have anyone built Patala? Maybe he can get one. He probably won't be able to get Alfred Nobel with an extra point. But if he will, there is a slight chance that they can win in two votings. It's 37 turns. It's what? It's before 220. It's before 220. So, yeah, let's hope for that. Let's hope for that. But in general, I personally have no hopes for Holiday and Highlands. I don't think that ancient walls will help somehow against ironclads and frigates. Yeah, that's such a nice boat. It's big. Check this out. A lot of space. Nice. Can you imagine like sailing on this one for 3 months? Maybe not 3 months. I actually don't know the amount of time you need to reach. Well, I think to cross Atlantica, you need about a month, maybe faster. I think Columbus was sailing for what, for 33 days. But I don't know, was it 33 days from that islands? Canaras, I guess? No? I don't remember. There's in Portugal islands in the... or Spanish islands or Portugal islands. Maybe they used that in the Pacific Ocean. I'm not sure, was it about a month from that point or from the very beginning of its journey? So maybe they just spent, 20 days to cross Atlantica. But still, like, spending a month on a ship like that, sailing somewhere that you've never been, it's hell of a challenge. Boulder is pretty... Yeah, they are, but they're useless. So that looks nice, but... Okay, with the neighboring boulders, you can see that this one is good. But... 3-1-1. And you can check the tiles with the Auckland. It's 2-3-1. So having an Auckland is more profitable than making a boulders. Yeah, of course, boulders with Auckland is a different thing. These tiles will be 3-2-1 or 3-3 and 4-4-1 with the Auckland, and then you can of course be proud of your improvements. But unfortunately, without an Auckland, it's just a trash. Well, you get extra food, so if you have like 1-5 tiles, it's really useful, by the way. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I'm being too hard for them. Oh, they're not working. You see? He's not working on this one. No windmills, no flowers, no carrot, no anything. And by the way, I am pretty sure that they selectively made carrot orange in Holland. It used to be white. They selectively made it orange. Maybe it's a myth, but I'm not sure. I think it looks like true, because they were crazy about that orange color because of their Orange Dynasty king. So I think they just selectively made it orange. And you can't and you can't change my mind with any evidence you can provide. Oh, the biggest problem, it's not actually the biggest problem, right? Because he's not spending that many production. So probably guitar. Oh, it's steam power. Okay, okay. Maybe he can make a fight. He can give a fight to Australia. But is it worse though, or can he actually? It's engineering, so he probably have a fleets, right? 66 or what is 77 ton? 77. Yeah, he probably have a fleets. Well, at least he can hold them here. He can save his cities. But yeah, even more ships are coming, so probably Australia will be able to eliminate these 3 English cities. He's trying to occupy it, which is nice. Is he in a dark age? Yeah, he's in a dark age in England in a normal. That is why it's falling off. It's 14. Well, it could be like 9 or 6 with a golden age or with a normal age. But he just going to take capital and it will be fine after that. China is spamming city less like crazy. Finally, I think it's good for him. Oh, now you're not tasted. You have no food here. Oh, what a surprise. Yeah, it would be nice to have a farms, but have a wall. Can you build a terrace farm like a Inca on these walls? You know? It's a vertical farms. Actually, it's really popular now, and I believe it's a future. And I think it's already used. I've heard about vertical pig farm in China. Maybe I read something wrong, but vertical farm is awesome. So you don't have more production. You have more productive space with a less actual space on the ground. I believe the taste of what they produces there is terrible, but it's still some nutrients, so it's not that bad. And by the way, I've heard about synthetic meat. Don't think it's tastes well, but maybe we can use it in space. And I believe we'll have a moon base. I hope we'll have a moon base till the end of the century, I'd like to say, but maybe in the next 30 years. With all those new food making technologies, and maybe they can find water on the moon. I believe they found one. So northern craters in the shadow, and there will be some base. It's actually really cool. It sounds awesome. I wonder, is Emperor is already on the Earth, or it's not? Our future god Emperor. Oh, he just took a first writer from China, first musician, right? Musician. Yeah, he took it from China. Oh, you bastard! He just made a billion projects with his extremely good production. 578. It's almost 2 times more than China has. Ooh. Engineering. What about industrialization? Yep, it's an industrialization. Oh my, oh my. Oh, I think Meier will win the game easily. It's not even about Australia anymore. Yeah, of course, Australia is fighting. He's like super confident and he's a dominant power in the sea. He doesn't really care about what is going on here in in Indonesia. Just don't care. Let's check the flood spots. Oh, no, is it? No, it's not. I thought they can sail here somehow, but there is a one tile. Maybe he can put a city helmet in the game and like, we'll get into this Moloka Sea. Just destroy everything. We can only dream about this. Yeah, not much tile getting flooded here. Some tiles here. This one could be a problem maybe for Netherlands. Or is it? Well, maybe someday. Yeah, the ice will melt. And Australia can attack everyone around. Here, just one tile. And no one's going to. No tiles is going to be flooded here in a row. Yeah, unfortunately, if he wants to head to sail here in the Mediterranean Sea. Rome is 6 pops. And Netherlands is still building it. Come on. I think he just farming XP. It's a bit too cold. Zero pings on rollovers relobby. Okay, before relobby we can check 100% production toward buildings in the district harbor. Ooh, Australia is going to have really cheap seaports, even more gold for them. Gypsum got extra immunity and 2 more diplomatic points for double point victory for China. It's 10. Wasn't it 13? Wait, it's loss. Ah, no, it's 13 with the Statue of Liberty. Enforcing scrap. There was no pause, by the way. So they kicked him. We might have a problems right now. A lot of it. Why does England have no fleet? It has a submarines. It's a submarine fleet. Well, it's transformed into a submarine fleet. Once it was on the top, and now it's on the bottom of the sea. Yes, you're completely right. Crispy pancetta, you're completely right. Okay, waiting for a lobby. Oh my, it's already midnight. Oof, it's already midnight. And I was thinking I can play some other games after that. No. Probably I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to sleep. Let's hope for a lobby. Yep, it's up. Go, go, go. Oh, we're still waiting. I thought I'm the one who's not and who's not ready. I was reading the chat. They are discussing beta city center mode, I guess. Okay, they're discussing game mechanics, which is a bit boring, I guess. The guys search into the game, so
The steady hum
I
of
believe I
machine.
will never be that on that level of engagement.
Now your
Now your chance to prove yourself. Actually, it's even less than 3 hours of actual gameplay, so it shouldn't be that hard for me to resist the sleeping calls. Huh? You can see the tiles. Tiles are good here. Hmm. Indonesian spy in Bristol. It's the worst idea ever. They should see the Australian cities, right? Yeah, where is it? Oh, it's Netherlands. Yeah, well, they okay, maybe he wasn't aware of Townsville. Oh, actually, that's the only city of Australia they can see. Oh, okay then. Okay then. Yeah, Bristol looks good. And the Townsville was just placed. Oh. The horse for 3-4 horse style. Nice. Who's controlling blue ones? Haki's controlling Taruga. It's a Maya, okay. And Mitla for I forgot. Sizop. I guess it's Sizop. Or Sizop. And it's Rome. With a 58 culture. Uh-huh. Maybe China could take it away. Wait, it's Rome with a 58 culture. So that is why Maya has so many science. They're controlling both of the cities. Both of the blue city states. Ooh. No, guys. So they're controlling both of the blue city states and the Vilnius. Come on. And Mr. Toss, okay, controlling Oakland. Oh, he took it away. Took it away. I was just talking about it. How Polder could be way more better. And look at this. Now it's a fine. Now it's a good tile. 5-4-4-3. Yes, all Polders are welcomed. Cheers for them. Yeah, you should build more while you can. Oh, nice translate. And I believe he does have Fish Pantheon, right? No, God of the Open Sky. Oh, okay. 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 Oh. I should put shift enter. Maybe I'm the one who's freezing. Maybe just other players are making turns. Okay, Sizop gone. Trajan. It's not a tragedy. I think they will liberate the capital of Rome with the bombers. Labs on its way. Maybe we can. No, we can't. But I think Einstein is nowhere close to be here. Ooh. Leonardo da Vinci. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Maya is such a strong. Okay, maybe this is the game when Maya can actually carry. But maybe not because of maybe not because it's played great, but because of the opponents is somehow not playing that great. I don't know. Or maybe it's like turn 79. Actually, turn 79 has amazing stats. It does looks like he played really well. Really well. I think he has good amenities. Yeah, he has +5 almost in every single city. Well, actually no, +5, and +3 in these ones. Yeah, but still, it's good bonus. Magnus internals and everything else. It's pretty nice. Oh, Patala for China. Okay. At the statue 7 turns, he can chop. He's not chopping these ones because it's Chechen Itza. It will be funny if he lose the statue because of Chechen Itza tiles. We should check maybe Australia. Yeah, it's 8 turns. It's 8 turns. What about great engineers? What great engineers? Maya had one. Oh, Ibn Khaldun for Maya. Strong. Isaac Newton for Maya. Even stronger. Imhotep. There is no great engineer for Australia. But after the Leonardo, there should be good one for Australia, and it's what? It's 1, 2, 3 turns. Maybe Australia should make a project for it. You should be aware that they're trying to build one. Well, it's pretty obvious. Let's see. Yeah, they know that, and then they know that he's building one. Well, they could have seen it, but you don't have to check every single tile. Just it's a statue timing, so I think Australia will have a Isidorus, right? Isidorus of Miletus, and that's it. Okay, London has failed. Oh, and Bristol is still there with 0.1 loyalty. Lol. Can you imagine? The city was almost rebelled, but now it's +23 because of London capture. We have a new government. I don't know, guys. His building is spamming wonders. Oh, it's even Huete Kali. Plus 2 happiness, plus 2 amenities. 3 turns to go. Okay, I believe he's super sure that he's going to get it in 3 turns. Oh, they're not making a project. Why? Well, because he's making banks and labs. Oh, and he's taking a Patala Palace. 5 turns and here 10 turns for China. I don't think he can boost it with builder, right? It's way too expensive. Yeah, it's Renaissance. Okay, slowly but surely, Australia advances toward Indonesia. And he definitely can't push through, even with a corp unit. Right. Core. It's not corp, it's core. It's core. P is silent. When you are in an army or on a fleet, yeah, when you are in an army, you have to be in silent. When you are in a course, yeah, I don't know how to make fun of it. It's like I just can't form the sentences. But I believe you get what I'm trying to say. Need to practice a bit, or to read some shit posts on the internet. There's a lot of jokes like that in there. It has some cores, some fleets, and it's more than enough to hold this path. So for now he's safe. But what you gonna do with the Maya? Huh? I wasn't sure about Maya on this map, but it has an amazing game, and it's doing great. Wincon for Hoch is Diplo. They have 10 points now. They are hoping to get 3 more from Mustatio, and it was built. Cheers for that. He chopped what stone or whatever was on this tile. GG. Australia couldn't do it in time. Maybe they should gamble with an engineer. But still, Maya will get extra 15, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, extra 15 culture with that one. It's kind of cool. It's what? It's a bit about a 5%, maybe 6% of its culture. It's good. It's a great one. Oh, maybe even more because of amenities. What the hell is this? Some weird string. Oh, rebel Bradford being liberated from an English government. Wood barriers. Not enough tile improve it, I guess. Maybe there is... Yeah, actually there is not much tile to improve. So... Ironclad. Oh no, he's... Oh, it's a digger push, boys! It's a digger push. So he's here. No, it's not. You don't need military science to get a digger push. Then it's not a digger push. It's an infantry push. Huh. Okay, it's just an infantry. Line infantry. 45. I don't know, accuracy push is better then. Maybe he's planning to upgrade them in a diggers, so it's going to build that units, and then he's heading. So wait, no, it's going for economy, and he has a refinery. Yeah, but diggers are not requiring any oil. Why he's there? And why he's buying Minotaurs? Maybe it's the cheapest unit he could buy to improve loyalty in the cities. Who knows? Hmm. There is no. Okay, there is 2 more settlers for England trying to escape. Maybe even with a Patala palace being built. He can't boost it, right? Yeah, he can't. He can just chop. So it's what? It's 5 turns again, and the 3 turns here in Tikal. Hmm. I'm still thinking that Maya can just get it easily. Right? Yeah, I think Maya will take it. But it's still 13, and it's more than yeah. I think with a 13 you can get you can get the victory by before 220, right? So there is chances, and especially if they will not produce a lot of carbon dioxide. You can see Australia has a lot, Maya has a lot, so it's what Indonesia and Netherlands almost produce nothing. They should have more points. Yes, they will definitely win the next votings. The problem is that they might liberate Rome with the Maya tiles. With the Maya units. Not tiles, with the Maya units. Yep. And it will give them extra 100. That's... Ow. That's one option to prevent cultural victory here. So most likely they will get 3 points, maybe 4 if they will be lucky enough. And with the 4, it's like they need 7. They need 7. If they can get 4 in the next voting, it's almost guaranteed win on the next one. So Among Us should be worried about what they're planning to do. They can't kill anyone that fast. Completely, I mean, with a 100% city destroyed, they just can't. Even with the Patala, the risk is too big. Oh, you can't chop this. Maybe you should chop banana. Not enough chops, and the city Chen is taking another one. Yeah, maybe he was counting on this tile. Or maybe he's just heading Chen. Yeah, he's just heading Chen. 3 turns. Not enough. Not enough. 13 is a great result. If they had 14, it's a guarantee victory. It's a guarantee victory even with even if they lose next Congress. Well, actually, no. If they lose, it will be a 15. So they need 2 victory in a row. So the idea here is to maybe save some points for Amogus, so they can get more for next voting. But I believe some of them will have a negative income of Diplofavor, especially well, not Meier, but Australia, because Australia does have more cities and have more units, so probably Australia will have more carbon dioxide in a next like in a few turns. Oh, really? Yeah. 180 production. It's 180 production, guys, in a city. The Tal Empire, such strong, such beautiful. Well, maybe not that beautiful. By the way, Reina here in an only trade city, which is great. Oh, it's a battleshipable, guys. It's a battleships. I was thinking about Tiger Push, but it was only about battleships. Yeah, without the junks, he can support this unit and probably. Ooh. Where is? If I forgot to use a clip. Oh. Yeah, I think it's done. Actually, maybe it's not, but it does looks like it is. Only 2 cities for Indonesia, so it will fall. Yeah, they don't care. They don't care about these cities. They like whatever. You can do whatever you want. Just let us leave for a while. St. Basil Cathedral. Oh, nice. Still waiting for diggers. Yeah, replaceable pods, so it will be a couple of diggers here. Maybe it's not. Oh, he's trying to have a battleship. Yeah, you should remember that the Hoch has extremely amount of gold this session. He decided not to wait till this ice will melt. And I believe he can push through. Oh, it's level 2 even. Yeah, junks can do nothing against this ship. Right. Still can't find Maya unit. Maybe they think that it's not allowed to. Ouch. Maybe they think it's not allowed to liberate this city because it's red. Who knows? I haven't checked a cultural victory for a while. It's China. Actually, it's not China. Maya has 150 tourism and China has 171. And we can check culture. 89 for Maya needed and 138 for China. You see, it's turned 86 and it's 138 tourists already. It's not even 106 by, not even 109 by turn 106. It's way more. That is why it's so hard to, well, it's way harder to achieve cultural victory right now, and just spamming wonder, you can't do it. You need theme, you need musicians, you need some faith to get rock bands. By the way, China has 203 faith per turn, which will help him with the rock bands, and of course even with the national parks. You can have one here, right? Yeah, it looks like. You still should build like few of it. It gives a lot of amenities. Bombers are coming. 400 science for Maya. Artillery is 110. And airports. Kaboom. Oh, they took Vilnius from him. That's cool. That's cool. China took Vilnius. But with a simple trick, he just getting it back. And maybe he can even keep it. Yeah, there is a district. Why shouldn't he keep one? Okay, he pushed through. I believe Maya built Patala. Yeah. But it's still 13 points. So they can have 4. If they will have 4, it's extremely good chance for them to win. If they will have 3, I'd say there is almost no chance for them to win. So it's probably about next voting. If they have 17, we'll play for a while. For the next 20 turns, they will have 16. I don't think so. It is possible for them to hold. I don't think that it is possible for them to hold even if they get 17 points, but at least they will have some chances, and maybe somehow you can win it. But not with the 16 points, definitely no. I don't think it's... Well, yeah, okay, you can try. You can try, and it's really hard to get 2 Congress in a row. But I believe Australia almost got no diplomatic favor points because of coal. 2. I can try to count. So it's a 5, 7, 9, a bit more than a 900s. And here you can see 3 of 5, 6.5, less than 6.5 hundreds. So it's definitely win for yeah, they might have 4. Actually, they might have 4 in woods, and I believe it's enough for them to get 2 votings. And it gives a chances for, well, I don't know how you should vote with this amount of points. So they can count, and they can have like 1 extra point in deploy victory votings, and they should be able to max in some other position, in some other resolution, and they might win it if Amogus will just split their points in half. Most likely 17. I believe in a 17, so they just need to hold for a 25 more turns, and Holiday Highlands might win it. So we have a win condition. And we can cheer for them if you are cheering for Holiday Highlands. Or you can cheer for Amogus. Which is in a way better position right now. I'm still waiting for Maya to do something. but it's seeming, and seeming. But let's hope for a miracle. With the airplanes, he can secure the sea. He can eliminate with him in a fleet, because there is no battleship yet, so no anti-air defense. But he's not rushing at all. Oh, maybe he's planning to just roll there. Can take hug, 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 hug. Okay, let's call it hug. By land, he can take the city by land, and maybe somehow we can advance forward. But they will just cockroach. They will just cockroach for 25 more turns. And that's it. Hard decisions. Okay, there you go. There is a Digger's Corp. They need... you should buy a ram or something. A siege tower. Get a siege tower. Come on. Yeah, I know it's Gaga. How it sounds in English. How it sounds in English. Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not Gaga. Let's check.
The Hague.
The Hague. So it's Hague. The Hague. Australians in our bay. Save your children. Hide your wives. Okay, Newcastle upon Tyne just felled with a single Digger Corp. And I believe other English cities are doomed as well. But we have an escape settler with a potentially awesome Itaminanke. But actually it's not. Okay, Newcastle upon Tyne. Yeah, I believe he can just push everyone with the diggers. I don't think that Indonesia can somehow help with the somehow help to hold these cities. Maybe even Indonesia itself will be a victim of this digger push. There's not that much of them. But I'm still waiting for... Yeah, there you go. There it is. The big boy is here. Fleet is retreating. He'll be upgraded, I believe. They have enough gold. Let's check yields, or maybe score. Well, not that much of gold, but still there is some. Goddess of the festival. Yeah, I've checked this. Oh, there you go. Another. Ah, it's a. Oh, I forgot to check. Oh, he did it. 1, 2, 3, 4 extra 4. It could be 5 if he wouldn't build this lighthouse, but even with a 4, it's a huge number. It's only 170. Maybe he's donating some gold. Someone somewhere. I don't know, or maybe he just don't have. Maybe he just doesn't have enough of a trade routes to produce more. We'll never know. Oh, a new city. Unchal. Unchal. Harbor is still in process. Ooh, a lot of gold pilchards. Doesn't even need that battleships. He's like, I'm just going to destroy you by ramming. I will destroy you by ramming. Okay then. Oh no, it's tornado. Oh no. Did he attack it? 101. What the second? What is the second one? He was busy, I guess. He should buy. Just buy. Maybe he can't. I believe he just can't. Maybe he's. Yeah, he just can't get the siege tower. By the way, I haven't checked, but you can see that Mr. Toss has really nice stats, 148, 146, so he can maybe somehow compete with Maya, or at least won't die as fast as I was thinking. The biggest problem with England, but there is plenty of cities for him. There is Sheffield here. It's a bit too far away, and he's going to settle another one. He just should keep in mind that half of the land will be under the water in the next 10-15 turns. You can check it. Okay, maybe in the next 30 turns. I'm not sure. Australia is definitely not going to generate any diplomatic favor points. You can see it says 0 for him. Oh, now it's a big trouble. Now they are in a big trouble. So I believe it will be plus 4 points for Holiday Highlands. And that's it. And that's it. This will be a 17 in a total. So Among Us is out of time. I'm still waiting for Maya to do something. I was talking about that Maya is not the carried sieve. Like, and now he's actually carrying. But still not carrying. Somehow. Actually, it's damage is good. Actually, damage is good. What about admirals? Do we have any admirals for Netherlands? Da Vinci for Maya. Okay. Wait. Australia didn't get one. There was a Da Vinci, and that's it. Huh? Then Mimar, Shan, and Filippo Brunelleschi for Netherlands. Okay. First music for China. It's a bit too late. No, I don't think there is an admirals for battleships, right? Oh, actually, China, Netherlands got. Yeah, Netherlands got one. And England. Maybe with an admiral he can defend, right? Oh no, it's with an admiral, and it's a fleet. Damage is real. So it does look like he will lose Maastricht. But it's a lot of fighters, but not much bombers. Oh, there is one. Two, actually. Okay, so you're planning to push Netherlands, but what will you do if you just put a city somewhere here to the south? And there should be a city if they're planning to go Croach. They were planning to go Croach maybe somewhere to the north. Maybe it's one of those games when you will lose because you wasn't cockroaching, or you were just was late on realizing that you need one or two extra settlers. That's just. Hey, maybe he's a bit too confident with his stats, but the production says a completely different story. It's 1.5 times more. It's 15% more for a Lady 6 Sky. For a Skyisi. It's a Skyisi. Oh, Rome has few cities. Yeah. Boom. The Hage. Hage?
The Hague.
The Hague. The Hague gone. "100% winnable for Hoch now." Yeah, they are attacking 3 players. Yeah, they are attacking 3 players at the same time. But those 3 players should just cockroach. You can never fully occupy anyone in 20 turns if they're behind of other civ. So you can get these cities in like 10 turns, maybe 15. Then you have to eliminate entire China in 20 turns. It depends on these votings. If it will be 15, right? No, not 15. Wait, if it will be a 16 points. Oh, it's a. Oh, that's culture. Yeah, if it will be 17 points, I believe that Hoch can win. If it will be a 16, well, that's probably a GG for Amogus. The Amogus will win. Because these guys will start to fall. They might. Oh, actually, they might lose foreign ministry, by the way, and they might lose Diplo Quarter. So that will be a huge debuff for their Diplo favor income. But still, there is a city states. We can count, by the way, city states. Next, after the Congress. I will do it after the Congress. As I remember, there was 2 yellow ones, 2 blue ones for a Meier. Meier team. Okay, what we have here once again? Me. Islam this time, I guess. And usually it's a bridge dam. Ivy. Laser. Let's go for a laser. Hello. Mars colony Tau, you? Sure. Mars colony. Let's have a Mars colony. Tau. And me. A colony Tau, me. I hope it won't affect this. I hope it won't affect this. It will be a disaster for us. Drums, guys. Let's check. Show me. Against the deep. Okay. It's even 18, guys. It's 100% victory. They should just cockroach as hell. It's 100% victory. I've seen this so many times. Season 2 season 3 CDC, even season 4, but a bit less. They should just cockroach, and they will never lose this game. It's a win. It's a win, guys. Even if they vote against themselves, they can win the 2 other votings. So it will be plus 3 points minus 2. So it will be 90. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, they can't win. But oh, okay. Okay, maybe it's not a guarantee win, but they should just cockroach. They should just cockroach. It's a 4, 6, 8. Yeah, they shouldn't win both. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe I believe these guys just saved all this point, all their points. Yep. No votes here. Some votes. Second one. And they max it. They max it B. Yeah, but I just couldn't. It's what? It's 43, 41. Okay, now I'm not sure. I was so sure that Hawk will win, but there's so many points. 2, 4, it's 800 points. How can they get 800 and even more? We should count. We should count, but I don't want to, so it will be an intrigue for us. But I believe the chances for Hawk is incredible to achieve Diplo victory. But with 800s. It will be 19 with 800s. I don't think they can hold more than 20 turns. It will be 19 even with an 800s here. It will be a 19. Oh, and there is of course a noble. If they can get a noble, yeah, I forgot about this guy. But who can get it? It should be a China with a 15 great scientist points. They can buy it with about 2k gold, and China should make projects and just wait for noble. It's a GG. Why they GG?
Though its face may change throughout the ages.
There is noble there. They just surrendered. You could surrender 20 turns earlier. What the heck? Maybe noble is already gone. The weirdest GG ever. Yeah, but he can cockroach. He should have a city somewhere here to the south. It's like it wasn't obvious that Meier will kill him. Should have a city somewhere. I don't know.
Hello.
Hello.
GG.
GG. By the way, why GG? Couldn't you like cockroach for 20 more
but
turns?
Yeah.
Yeah, but my team didn't want it to. Like,
Two
as
casts.
this.
We
But
are
my team
both
does want it to.
we are both out already. Who cares about this game? It's just boring.
But who cares? Just cockroaching 20 turns, get
Yeah,
Alfred
but it's
Nobel
super
and you
boring,
win.
dude. It's super
You
boring.
just cockroach, Dave, you kill Australia, you liberate some cities,
Yeah.
and we
I
win.
don't
Easy game.
know. I don't know.
It was
Dave
a,
was not a believer.
I don't know. It was such an easy. Well, you had a lot of
Yes,
chances.
it was, but we didn't want to.
Oh no! Well, you could then see it like
Yeah, I know.
20 turns earlier, maybe. I don't know.
But Philip leading.
You had 18 points. Come on, that's good.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if Lini gets Portalata,
Yeah, he got slaughtered on
we,
Portala.
we can win faster, I think, with
Yeah.
just like this scientist.
If he gets Portala, we try to go for the win, but 2 points.
Well, if you
It's-
get Patala, it's 100% victory. But here, you just Noble, Alfred Noble, no?
Yeah, but
So,
he has no points.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
but make
just
projects. Come on, you have like 20 turns to do it.
Yeah, I guess.
Just if it's next one, you can get it.
Maybe.
And
Did
it's
Lenny asked for slot order. If I gave it to him, we win this game.
We blame Mr. Toes.
GG, guys.
GG.
GG.
I had so
Oh,
much fun.
How
I'm
did
sorry.
you get the Golden Age on a Portugal?
with everyone. No?
Yeah, is he here? Is it Portugal here?
He did not join.
He's not here yet. I think he went to get water.
Did you guys not want to try 2 points for Diplo? You weren't gonna like
No.
try to hold out.
No.
I wanted, but my team didn't want it.
I think you might have been able to.
Shit talking me, shit talking me
we-
90 turns, and then didn't want it to play out.
Yeah, we would have
I
been
mean-
able to.
Rome literally left the voice chat and they said type to me in the middle of the tournament. So I think you guys had a slightly better
Dude.
chemistry.
How did Czop die? Someone explain to me what happened.
He went, I don't know, he went apprenticeship first and just didn't target he just didn't think caravels would happen or something.
Yeah, 60 signs turn 35. No caravels soon.
I don't
He
know,
got
like
that.
You were literally on his cap, and I was like, Czop, when caravels? And he goes 5 turns. And I was like, oh, fucking hell, dude. This game's over.
No. I thought that Rome will dominate that sea, but it appears he didn't want to.
I think I'm curious, like was China land like shit? Because I feel like he had a really slow start.
Yeah.
Because like he got Oracle very early and he had no rider points.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think he
No
didn't.
Stone type, I think. So
Yeah, I
it was a
mean,
bit slow. I think. I don't know. Didn't see.
I feel like there's the way the land works on this map is like China doesn't like that because China wants to build lots of wonders and the naval wonders suck balls. So
Well, it's fine. Naval wonders are good. Why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. He didn't have much land. I think that's the problem.
I think if you're gonna go triple naval though, China's like really expensive. It doesn't really boost.
yeah, I think triple naval you should have rounded it out with something that boosts them. Like obviously we took Maya, but something
You
that's
need
less
Niner.
expensive.
Especially with Indo,
Korea,
you just need somebody who goes straight to Niter, and
We had
that was
Niter.
why we picked. Who goes?
Pick
Well, I
China.
guess Indo goes Niter.
No, we had Niter from Mr. Toes and me. We
No,
didn't have
I mean Netherlands can go Niter, but
Yeah.
I just don't think culture victory is a very strong win con on this map. When almost everyone's connected and like you're not going to finish culture victory by the time ironclads come. Also because everyone's going top 3, the ice caps melt. Like below Rome, below Cardiff, like the ice cap's gonna melt soon. And if Maya wasn't killing Netherlands, I would come over and try and kill Netherlands. But I mean, I think you guys did a lot of things right. You guys got the admirals. Like my team
Yeah.
didn't score too late. But I got Regendra.
Yeah, that was a bit
I don't know.
short.
I wanted to pass, but my team said me to take.
I was staring at it the whole time, so like, it was just sleight of hand, right, for Regendra, and
Did you know how
Yeah.
you guys could have won this game? Fucking religious victory. We have no religion. Big
don't know,
spread
maybe-
religion.
Maybe if I don't roll first 40 turns. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Hey,
think
Philip,
if we come like 10 turns earlier with Philip and me and
But
Junks,
imagine
we
going
full kill
Magnus first.
Portugal. We full kill Portugal because he had only like 3 cities and you were too late on that Iran, and then we could like full kill the guy and then we for sure win.
Wait, Philip, what civ were you? Were you Indo?
No, he was Vicky.
Fucking
Vicky, yeah.
Magnus first. Like I thought, surely there is nobody close.
Dude, and he
Chill
just
game, and then everyone rush skirmits. What the fuck?
That's how Moto works. If you like don't scout the sea properly, you cannot tell if there's if you need to go caravels.
Dude, I didn't go
I was the
caravels.
only guy in this team who didn't
I clicked Niter
do
and
as
I clicked
much as
industrialization.
everyone else.
Yeah.
The Caravels was just on the way to industrialization. Yeah.
I mean, unlucky positioning though. Like Indo couldn't play the drone timing, and Australia was feel free to play his high science timing. Meanwhile, like you know, if Indo was in Vicky's place and he had Fast Snyder, like maybe it's for Portugal. And
And if I get
It-
in those plays, I'm just like go Füßen until late game. Because the Indo was like full NNC, big NNC, so was kind
Yeah.
of good to just go and swim setless.
oh well, GG. It was a very important game for us anyway.
Yeah. See you
I'm
in the
nominating
quarters.
you guys. I'm nominating you for the most awkward GG on of the tournament.
Which
I don't know.
Thanks.
It's such a
Dave-
weird.
Dave forcing CC.
We're mad because you guys fucked us. You guys fucked us on 7 Seas with fucking Spain, and I was so tilted that game because Mr. Toes just had more. Like I couldn't Caravel rush, and then like my team was just aroused by Zulu who spawned next to 2 people, and then Australia couldn't even kill China capital on the ocean. I was so tilted.
This
But even
Australia
if
was
we win that
sus.
game, we need to win more. So
Oh,
this is a really tough group to be in. I think.
Mr.
Like it's
Toes,
just Forever Young is not fair compared to all the other seed threes. It's just straight up not fair.
Yeah.
Like there's like I don't think any of the other seed threes are qualifying.
Okay, I wanna ask you guys. I wanna ask Mr. Toe, how did he get golden?
I got
Political.
I de-improved my horse so I could improve it and get a point because it was hit by volcano. And like we met them at the end, so it didn't even matter. But I got like Campus, Cali, different continents.
Yeah, but 1030 you was lacking 2 points.
I got political in time because I sent external and China. We bought China like instantly in external, so we get extra culture.
Oh, okay, good.
So I could get political in time.
But I think we met them turn 30 or 29, so...
Yeah, so it didn't even matter, but I did that golden.
Yeah, that's awesome. I thought you wouldn't make it, like 0 huts. And,
Yeah, we were saying it from
island.
the beginning. We don't get golden here.
But you did great, GG.
Yeah.
GG on
Then
that.
Portugal appeared, like, I don't know.
Philip
guys.
enabled
That's
this
amazing
Resident
games.
Evil.
Dude, I don't know, Dave. I like this clear naval fights more than this
I
sus.
don't know. I
I
guess
think I don't know. I like Primordial more than 7 Seas because it's more reliable. Like 7 Seas, you don't know where if you're gonna find naval. It's not very guaranteed, and then you can pick a Zulu and hit out 2 people.
dude,
But like on
David-
Primordial, it's reliable that you're almost always gonna naval fight. It's just like more consistent, I would say.
In those
Well, I think that's it. GG, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I will cast another game tomorrow. Let me check it. Which one is this? Just a few moments. So I will cast Cock versus Gold by Library 18 6 p.m. GMT tomorrow. So I hope you will join me there. And for today, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game, and I still believe that Holiday Highlands had a really good chance of getting extra point from a scientist. Maybe with a cockroach they could handle for 20 more turns, but unfortunately they CC'd. So congrats for Among Us, and I guess that's it. Once again, sending you some positive vibes. Boom. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.